Can you feel the night? Would it be one? It must be bright, like a raging fire. When the sky cries in April, the flowers and trees smile with me. The time that passes tells me many lovely things, but I can't feel it. Cut it out! I grew I so that I could see everything. Yeah. Cut it out! I wasn't on the road. I had to stop. There is no up or down above the clouds, and I can't breathe. We are falling down slowly, like snow and bright graffiti, fading away in the watercolor. Without resisting. Let's take some strawberries and go to the hill. If you want to see fireworks spring at you the sky. The pictures in my head tell me a lot of stories. None of this is real. Cut it out! I grew I so that I could see everything. Cut it out! I wasn't on the road. I
Alrighty. Hello and welcome to ANC Internship number 11. A crazy, crazy landmark. We have done 10 plus of these things, which is wild. Absolutely crazy. Um, Boomy is joining me here today in the commentary room in my office. How are you doing today, Boomy?
I'm all right. I'm happy to be here as always. Again, say it every time, but I'm excited to see all these people that I know, all these students and mentors I know been working hard for the past 2 weeks. See what they've been cooking in this learning period.
Yeah, it's a wild group of players this time. It is stacked. Some characters we haven't seen before coming into the internship, which is very cool. Gonna get to see an Asuka and some Venom today. So yeah, should be interesting.
It's a
And
it's a weird lineup, yeah. we have a
yeah,
we have I think we got some cool sets set up for us today.
it is a weird lineup. We also have a chip team. Like it's a lot of characters you normally don't see. So very exciting to see how everybody has done over the past 2 weeks. And what else is exciting is I am very happy to announce that since we have done 10 of these internships, that does mean we have 10 people who have won this event, which means we will be holding a employee only performance review brackets next weekend on Saturday. So anyone who has won a internship will be invited to play. It is going to be a blast. So all your favorite internship employees, Chumpy, Sledge, um, you know them, you love them. There's 10 of them. So very exciting stuff. Please come check that out. We will be holding that next weekend, same time, 2 p.m. EST. And yeah, it'll be very exciting. What happens if we fail the review? Um, I don't know. Nothing. They get a deduction to their pay, maybe.
Yeah, we do the employee of the month right now. It's Dizzy, our Dizzy and Goose, the last winners from the orientation, or sorry, the internship rather. And are we gonna have an employee of the year for whoever wins the employee review? Like, is there a promotion in order? I don't know. What's
Yeah, it's funny you say that. There will be a promotion had for whoever wins the performance review. So
wow?
exciting stuff. Definitely keep an eye on all that. Um,
Yeah,
it'll be a good competition, right? Everyone who's won coming up and playing again is gonna be a good time.
yeah. But they all know it's secretly just for the shareholders.
Yeah, exactly, right? All that money goes to my salary anyways, you know? But yeah, up first today, whoever wins this one will be qualifying for the next performance review. So our first set of the day is coming right up. It is going to be Team Chip versus Team Slayer. This is going to be Izanami versus Rebecca, filling in for Petra due to Mancer, who was the
Yes.
Slayer mentor.
And that being said, if you're not familiar with the format of the internship, we'll be doing just the mentors will fight first, gives the students time to watch their mentors, see how they play the matchup, get their game plan in order before the students fight next. And the students are making.
Yeah, so this is an exciting set we have lined up right away here. Izanami and on that chip. Rebecca off to a good start already, cornering this chip.
Right away, not where you want to be against Slayer, especially as such a squishy character, but still getting burst out. Izanami, or I guess Showman in this case, really confident, making this happen, getting Rebecca's burst out.
Oh, that's nice little rope conversion. In the corner we go, spends the RC. Gonna get the wall run side switch. Oh my god, Izanami makes Chip look so impossible to block.
Ooh. That offense was looking so effortless for a second. A quick turnaround, but get a throw into throw. And Rebecca's gonna find herself back in the corner. I believe this is a killing combo. Yeah.
Yeah, that is more than enough damage. Got it with that 6H on the rope. such a cool thing that Chip got in the past season. Oh, grabbing into bites. Oh, not gonna get the universe though.
And I think, no, correct me if I'm wrong, but, and it's probably the case for a lot of chip matchups, but, ooh, a little bit of a throw attempt, command grab attempt from Rebecca there. Just falling short, putting her in the corner. But for Matt, as far as Slayer goes, I think he just kind of has to pray in neutral. Oh, another good throw. And just kind of lose this one until they can get one of their iconic, big Slayer hits in.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if Slayer touches you and your chip, you just kind of evaporate. And this could be enough here. Next hit. Oh, went for a little bit of burst bait. Becca looking for one more hit here to kill, but not going to get it with that 5k into 6H. More than enough to kill. And game one going to Team Chip.
Yeah, that last one was close. Both characters came down to one last interaction, but that BRC just securing the victory that Team Chip needed for the mentor side for their first match. So first point on the board for stream matches going to Team Chip.
Yep, and for those who may not be familiar with the way the internship works, everything is done on a point basis. Mentor side is scored at 1 point per game you win, and student side is 2 points each. So student matches definitely more important in terms of your score than the mentor side.
Okay, and we are doing two. It is 2 points for the student side.
Yes. Yep, 2 points.
Gotcha.
God, going for the command grab.
Yeah.
What's the setup?
Really nice defense from Archmajor Rebecca there. But still, just you can only defend against Chip for so long. Command grab's coming through. BRC forward, get that sort of advantage frame-wise. Oh, and this is, again, not the position you want to be in if you're Chip.
Players in no super, unfortunately, but let's have meter here post ball break. What are we going to do? Wake up super from Izanami into command grab.
Wow. And that command grab is just putting in work in this matchup. I think Izanami just found something that's working and is just rolling with it.
That is such a crazy routing. Oh my god, Universe 2H. Oh, that's going to hurt so much.
Wow. And if you blinked, you'd have just missed the vanishing act that just happened on that health bar right there. Ooh, little whiff on the command grab.
Oh yeah. But trade gonna go in favor of Slayer here. Rebecca, like I said, just needs a few hits, makes Chip evaporate into tiny little dust particles.
If you whiff and it ends up in like a round win, that's actually just a bait.
Yeah, exactly. Right? All plans. A nice back throw. Islami making an escape.
Like if you get a drop and it ends up you getting the kill, that's actually that's not a drop, it's a reset.
There's a reset into a bait. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
another good wall stick.
Yeah, Rebecca just finding a little bit more footing in this match. It looks like maybe we can see the adaptations kind of happening.
Izanami though gonna get a big counter hit here. Into the corner we go. Spends that BRC. YRC on deck though. Here comes another set of mix. Runs up for the throw. And now you gotta hold rope pressure. Nope.
Once again, trading it out for the last hit. And of course, Slayer can afford these trades a little bit more than Chip can, especially when it comes down to that last sliver of health.
Oh, 1000%. Like, I think Slayer wins this matchup by just trading because they are very favorable. You do a lot of damage and you have more health than Chip does, and you can definitely afford to just throw out buttons and hope they hit each other.
Well, Slayer does win a lot of sort of risk reward, just based on being like one of the a little bit beefier and just having really heavy hits. But yeah, it's really if they do trade, it is really skewed in Slayer's favor. So we'll see. See some really good spacing from Izanami here. So wondering if they're getting the burst out from Rebecca here.
Izanami going into the Rekka sequence. Has the RC to keep that safe. Rebecca
really
needs to find a way out.
But really good defense, too.
Yeah, Rebecca's defense has been on point. Gonna get caught low here, though, from the Rekka sequence. Not enough to wall break, unfortunately. More interaction here for Izanami. Should do it. Looks for it, gets it with the low. Pick up into the Rekka will be enough to kill.
Okay. Going sort of two different directions with the round start. We're going to end up
Oh god.
in Slayer's favor this way.
Your help.
Again, one interaction that was off of, just a bit of a misfortune, an unfortunate round start.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Rebecca
Really
going
just
for that 2H.
blocking
Right.
these Rekas.
Not this time though, unfortunately. Gonna get sent for the ball here with the super. Get that hard knockdown. See what the mix is gonna be. Chip does have a safe jump here. Oh, just gonna choose to run up.
And once again, Iza, maybe in some of these rounds, losing some of these earlier trades, but not like being undeterred and just still keeping up a really oppressive offense later in the round and just like, again, keeping up that pressure. Slayer, I'm not sure if he's got the best tools to get out of chip pressure. Like, it's difficult. Yeah, just keeping up on that offense, not getting discouraged after you lose half your health bar in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, really, really cool routing though coming out of Izanami, doing stuff I didn't even know Chip could do. Like that last combo into rope. Sure, sure. I didn't know he could do that.
Yeah, that's true. But at the end of the day, that's what the internship's for, just so people can learn about these characters, learn about the game.
Oh, they're gonna get caught though, trying to jump out, and the burst beat is gonna hurt. Still alive, just barely, still alive.
Just living it.
Got that cross up Master Hammer.
Master Hammer gonna close it out. Classic.
Nice round start. Nice pickup here from Izanami. He goes for the cross up. Becca though, really good defense, all set. It's not air stalling. That triple jump that Chip has access to.
Yeah.
Good defense though.
Really good again. Really good pressure on side of Iza here. Really good stagger pressure, making most of those records, but gonna get back thrown here. Ooh,
Nice.
jumping just out of the cross up.
Flirting with death right now. Any hit could do it to flex shield. Gonna keep you safe. Rebecca gets that huge counter hit post slash though. One more hit here. Should do it in the cross up pile bunker. Will close it out here, and Rebecca gonna go up here. Tying it up, right? Is that 2-2? We going to a game 5 first set?
I believe so. Yeah, that's how we're opening up. Yeah, is in the end there, these neutral situations are getting really, really tight. I could see, the mentors also just like mentally calculating out like the spacing for their moves, not wanting to waste a lot of space in this matchup.
Yeah, for sure. Easy Izanami kind of trying to play around this this nuclear bomb that Rebecca has in her back pocket, and it's tough. It's just like that, you're half dead, more than half.
Yeah, I think that catches the jump out on the side. You decided there. Ooh, a PRC. Yeah. Okay, into the slash. That's just gonna hold the burst, save it for next round.
Yeah,
Probably.
smart thing to do. I think Rebecca was trying to bait it out a little bit there, but Izanami being smart, holding on to it for the next round. Here we go though, cross up into a nice little conversion. Rebecca holding it, and a great 6P as well.
Good DP. Rope combo, I think gonna take us to a wall break here. Yep, absolutely. Hard knockdown, positive bonus. Still working with burst this round, but they are gonna find themselves in a bit of chip mix, which they're gonna get throw Iza right out of and get TP'd back into the corner.
Yeah, Rebecca went for burst routing. Unfortunately, burst was not on the table, and that's unfortunate for Izanami, who's gonna just get exploded. And that's gonna go to Team Slayer, managing to pull out ahead 3-2.
Great adjustments from our Slayer mentor. Again, excited to see what we'll see from the student side, but I could see both the mentors taking it through, making those calculations, making those adjustments, but again, one miscalculation on Chip that's all you could afford to make against Slayer. You get one.
Yeah, exactly. It is a constant flirting with death when you're playing Chip into Slayer. So really well played though from both mentors, taking it to a game 5. And that will bring us to the student side with Mint, Chip, and Ruby, who are going to be up on stream next.
Yeah, these students, no doubt, either getting the coaching. Hopefully, they were sitting down, taking notes, watching that set. But of course, we don't always see things play out in the student side like they do in the mentor side, right? These matchups can play very differently depending, the skill level and the tools that the character has, and whether or not the students have all the answers they need for their opponent's offense. So I'm interested to see how this one's going to turn out, and maybe if it'll be just as close as the mentor side.
Yeah, if anything, I feel like this matchup is even scarier on the student side just because, there is more opportunities as a player who's learning the game to make mistakes. And Slayer really punishes you for making mistakes.
Yes. So getting started off, mentor side we saw some more reserved round starts, but the students are just going to come out swinging. And Chip with a really good confirm into,
Oh,
not quite an earlier wall break.
yeah, unfortunately didn't get that dash up into the 6H. It's gonna whiff and give Ruby another chance here. Got the burst to keep the corner.
We're seeing ample usage of these jumps, right? We saw a little bit on the mentor side from Iza, just the getting in the air to avoid some of the Slayer pressure. Oh my gosh, and we corner swap once again.
Should be enough to kill it, yeah. Definitely a very scrambly first game here for Mint, but just to pull out that first round.
Yeah. Chip just goes so high that when they come back down, their opponent's on the other side of the screen,
Yeah, exactly. That triple jump to air stall is massive. Almost as massive as the damage being done right now. DP gonna whiff into the night, not gonna hit anything. Another whip, no. It's gonna be enough to kill.
Yeah, doesn't go unpunished, securing out the round for Team Slayer. Ooh, it's not a counter you want to take, but can Ruby convert? A little bit of a drop, it looks like. Still gonna put Chip in the corner. They're gonna try one of their jump outs. They are able to jump out.
Yeah, jumping out of that Master's Hammer in the corner, doing a good job. Switching sides now, gonna get that throw. See what the setup is gonna be. Sends out that Gamma Blade. But Ruby, very aware, gonna cross up, put you back into the corner. Hold this Master's Hammer into the bite.
Oh, yeah. The blood-sucking universe after DP. So, we did see some chip DP from the mentor side, right? But once again, if you guess wrong in this matchup, you're really rolling the dice, right? So it can be hard. It can be hard when you're watching the health go away really fast. You want to just turn around real fast. You want to make it your turn again. You want to do some damage, right? But again, if you misread that, so you got it. It's costly.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And we saw Mint kind of flirting with death, kind of taking some gambles there, and unfortunately did not pay off. What to see, can make some adjustments here, play a little bit more safe.
Bursting early, just not wanting any part of that. Big counter hit. I think we went for a little bit of a burst bait there, but that's all right.
Yeah, and just get the wall break. We got some positive bonus, which is always good on Chip.
Go. Still doing a little burst baiting, but it's okay. We don't drop the combo.
I guess a little bit of a reset there, coming off of the rope. Ruby in a difficult situation. Huge counter hits though. Gonna make it hurt. Oh my god.
I was about to say Chip. She had a health lead, but that is rather quickly vanished.
Yeah, this might be enough. Yeah.
Oh no. And it was such a confident round for Chip right there. But again, those two interactions.
Yeah, this is kind of what I was saying, right? It's a bit scarier coming in on the student side playing against Slayer as Chip because, yeah, you make a mistake and it's gonna cost you.
Both these players just showing a lot of aggression. I think opting not even to want to even worried about defending as much as they really just want to start attacking each other.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Ruby, smells blood in the water, just keeps going in, and Mint's just having a really hard time getting Slayer off. So we'll have to see, can Mint make some adjustments here? This is a tough one. This is a scary matchup, right?
It is.
It makes you kind of play a little bit scared when Slayer touches you and half your health bar, 3/4 of your health bar just goes away.
Yeah, he is a magician. He will make your health bar vanish. And both these in recent, recently I've had the pleasure of fighting both these players. Like no less, they're both very, very skilled players too. Very, they even before the internship, they had pretty good, really good grasp of their characters, and even more so now. I'm seeing some of the improvements, some of the new stuff they're implementing. So we'll see if Chip can she can reel back in and turn this around. Ooh.
Yeah, already off to a bit of a health lead here for Ruby. Had a really nice start. Nice jump out of that Master Hammer, but unfortunately that trade going to go in favor of Ruby. Going to get another big counter hit into death. Now sitting on a set point.
Might have tried pressing or throwing the Master's Hammer there, and just again, you got to be really precise with it, or else you're taking that last little bit of health. So could be the set point here for Ruby.
Yeah, Ruby it's a really good job checking the Alpha Blade as well, showing some matchup knowledge here against Chip.
Ruby playing it kind of cool with sort of with their health lead. The health looks about even, but remember, it's just Slayer does have a bigger pool. Ooh, a little whiff on the throw. Goes unpunished.
Oh my god, we got the loops. Brother, may I have some loops? Fire sees it into the corner.
So Ruby's going to up burst out of that. Shuriken. Hold down. Go my Shuriken. Hold down the neutral.
A nice cross up here. Gets the wall stick and break.
Just been what Chip needed. Oh, and what wonderfully played right there. And this is actually looking favorable for Chip now. Ruby going to this round with no burst.
Yeah, unfortunately, Chip does do quite a bit of hits, though, so Ruby might get this burst back in time. We'll have to see.
It's true. And those characters who do just need to hit you more times, like Milia, like Chip, are going to fill it rather quickly. And here we are 20 seconds in the round.
Yeah, definitely going to get this back before you die, but the question is, how do you use it? Do you use it effectively? Might not even need to. Here comes the Slayer offense.
We see that for both players, I think. They're playing this round a little bit more patiently, realizing, what's on the line. But
No!
Oh, just missing the OTG situation right there.
With a pixel of health, oh, not going to be able to get it. The jab will win it out here, and Ruby get a clean 3-0 sweep, which is going to put 6 points into Team Slayer's pocket and 0 into the Chip.
Yeah, a pixel in a dream, and then the dream vanishes. But well played from both of our students. And again, that's just exactly what I was talking about. It was really, really tight, really close, a really tense sort of neutral situation. And I think both the students started playing a little bit more patiently towards the end, sort of trying to measure each other out. It's just, it ended up a little bit more differently on the student side. Just, again, and it's just, Slayers are just so punishing if you don't have a big health bar. So it's just, and of course, on the student side, we got players with a little bit less experience who are just going to take a few of those counter hits, who are just going to miss space things, you know what I mean? And I think that's what we saw happen. But again, great display from both players, wonderful adjustments, wonderful pressure. And what are we looking at for our next matchup?
Yeah, so actually we have the scoreboard pulled up here. Do keep in mind scores are being updated real time by our lovely Mav in the background. So this is not the current state of scores. Obviously, a lot of these students still show as 0 points, but we did just get to watch that matchup, and we do know that the Slayer team had a really good performance starting this off, right? Like coming out of that with a perfect score, getting full points towards Team Slayer. Currently the ones to beat, but anything could happen. There's still 4 more rounds of this to be played. And up next will be, let's see here, that was round 1. Round 2 is going to be Elfelt versus Venom. So let's go ahead and call them up.
Interesting. I will be honest. Niwabu played in the last internship, did really well on the mentor side. I have not seen our Venom mentor is Dubious Curve, correct?
Yes, it is Dubious. Dubious Curve.
So I haven't seen them play on the mentor side yet. And more so, I'm not super familiar with the Venom matchup. I'm very excited to see what these players have in store. Niwabu, again, very ferocious, training these Elfelts to do horrible, horrible things to these players in beginner brackets. But again, I'm interested to see what Venom's got. It's just one of those cool characters that you don't get to see too terribly often.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, we had the opportunity once in a lifetime here where it was a Venom student and Venom mentor both signed up at the same time. You know, I don't think crazier things have happened in the history of humanity, but that did happen. And we took the opportunity, right? Venom, really cool, slept on character. You know, maybe not the most powerful or considered strongest in the game, but definitely a very strong character in his own right. Very good zoning, some very good mix up. So hopefully we'll see some of that here coming up.
And I think part of that, the reason he might just be sorry is he doesn't. He's a little more technical, right? You need to learn a lot of setups with his. You need to have elite ball knowledge for his, his pool ball setups. And the payoff isn't necessarily always there. Isn't even by top players, not the most competitively like viable character. And for at sort of on the lower end of the skill spectrum, so to speak. It takes a lot to learn. Again, it's just he's not necessarily the most beginner friendly character. So it's very exciting to see. But when you do see him played, when you do find that good Venom player, it's it can be annoying, especially when you get that Estinger from across the screen. But man, it's just like seeing him played well. It's art. It's nice. I love seeing him.
Yeah, he's a cool character. I really like Venom. Like I said, I think he's a little bit slept on just because he does take a lot more effort and work to kind of do things other characters do a lot easier. But I mean, if you're willing to put in the time and effort, he is a cool character. Like I I dare you to find another character that just looks as cool as Venom. Right? He's got that drip. I don't know what to
Yeah,
tell
he
you.
does. In the theme, Tenth myself. What a banger! And I remember when he came out, I was like, I was new to I'm still new to the game relatively, but I'd only been playing for maybe a couple months at this point, right? I mean, like 3 or 4 months, because I'd only been the first character I ever saw released was Dizzy, right? And I was like, man, Venom's just like me for real, or at least I want to be like just like him for real, for real. I'm gonna play that guy, and then I took him to training, saw a singular charge input, and knew that
That was it.
knew
Done.
that knew that was it. And yeah, and Geo beckoned me, returned returned to the wolf.
Yeah, I feel that. You know, not a charge input girl myself, but they're not too bad. You can get used to it.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't know. I don't know. I need my step dash.
Real Proto August asked or said, I really want to see the Oscar team. Well, good for you, Proto, because every team will be on stream at least once, so everyone will be shown.
Oh, I actually stepped on the stand myself.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the Venom team to finish up round one. Um, so just giving them a minute to finish up their matches, and then we will have this set ready to go. Um, Unfortunately, that is a minor downside to round robins, right? You gotta kind of wait for the round one to finish up before you can really get started with round two. So is what it is. Just means we get more time to sit in here and yap,
That is true.
talk about guilty here.
I think is this Niwabu that we have on the stand right now? The Niwadi Junior.
Yes, that should be as Niwabu. I would assume so.
Right, I saw Niwadi Junior. I did something similar for my my internship with Yoshi, where I became Yoshi Toes Junior. Yoshi became
I
Boomiey
do
Senior.
remember that. Yeah, that was a good that was a good bit. I
Yeah.
liked that.
I don't know. Told him I was like, we got to do something goofy for ours. Even if we didn't come, even if we didn't win, that was a lot of fun. Just coming out, seeing, just coming out, having a good time. You know what I mean? And that's it's about the learning, but most importantly, it is for fun, right? It is a game. So it's always great to see on the show that both the students and the mentors put on, and it's always just to me it's always very inspiring just seeing the players feel like they're improving, right? Especially, again, I'm beginner myself, maybe getting out of the stage a little, but I'm competing against a lot of these players, and it's really cool seeing them grow and improve. People who like Mint Chip, who has knocked me out of top 8 3 different times, knocked me out of getting into top 8 3 different beginner brackets, right? So and it's funny seeing like they've hit some things like, oh yep, that's happened to me too. Ruby's also knocked me out of a top 8. So
Yeah, I mean, there's something to be said about like the beginners bracket scene, right? Like you don't know who's gonna win. It's a lot easier for like the upper echelon. You see Jack in a tournament, it's like, okay, Jack got this. I don't even gotta watch grand finals. It's just like, all right, Jack wins. It's a lot harder to point at one player in a beginner bracket and be like, yeah, they for sure win this. Um, there's just a lot more, how do I say, a lot more rawness, I guess, to like the way people play in beginners. A lot more people are playing off of feels, doing things that may not be like optimal, but you know, it it adds a lot of variety to the outcome of matches.
yeah.
Um,
Um, and that's the thing. Beginners don't always know the right answer per se. You know what I mean? So we're just trying things out. We'll just see what sticks, and if it works, we're just gonna keep rocking with it. You know what I mean? And that's part of the fun. And you said it's kind of intuitive. It is a lot of it feels. Uh, Before having stuff laid out for me, it's just a lot of my journey's been the same, where it's just kind of like the hamster in the maze sort of mentality, where you just kind of keep bumping into walls until you find the proverbial cheese.
yeah,
Until you find the
exactly.
big counter hit, find that thing that works for you.
Yeah, it's a lot of trial and error. Like, tried this thing, does it work? No, I died for it. All right, do something different. Um,
Well,
and
and
yeah,
no less in like a fighting game. It's just so other games, it can be it's a little more obvious as to where you might have gone wrong, right, in a certain scenario. But fighting games and Guilty Gear in particular, being just so fast as it is, it's just it can be really ambiguous as to what the heck is going on, as to why you're losing. Sometimes you can be making the right decision and still losing. And it's just it is a learning process. And again, that's also part of the reason it's just all the more gratifying to see people finally figure that out, finally figure out, like, figure out that counterplay, make that adjustment, make that adaptation, get that reverse sweep. Um, you know, so that's a big part of the fun for me.
yeah, exactly. And there's definitely more opportunity to play like who you want as a character, right? It's like, oh, I like this character. I think they're cool. Hey, guess what? You can win with that character. Don't let what anybody else says tell you otherwise. You can pick any character in this game and see success with them. You know, it, is there certain characters who maybe take a little bit less effort? Sure, but it doesn't mean that you can't win
Yeah,
on Venom or Dizzy or Zato or Faust or anyone else, right? Like, you're not playing at the highest echelon possible, so don't let the highest echelon determine what you can and can't do.
that's
Um,
true. You
that's
see it a lot. Early. I know I've seen a lot of beginner brackets where like Fausts were making top 8s, right? Axel very commonly makes top 8s in like Ban and whatnot. We have a lot of Axels from the internship as well here. It's just you see like a lot of like kind of weird like characters like making these top 8s because what is good versus the people with again the elite ball knowledge, know everything about the game, all the ins and outs, got the dust soup memorized, isn't what's going to work against these the beginner players. And as you mentioned, like certain characters do kind of like they do sort of have entry requirements, but once you sort of make those, like you can really fool some people. Like even Zato's, I feel like Zato's one of those characters where like you don't see him enough, but he's got so much going on and you got to learn so much that when you do see him, it's like, oh my goodness, what's happening. But so it looks like we have Dubious Curve on the stand now, and we're entering our mentor side of the Elfelt Venom matchup. Again, I'm not super familiar with this one. How do you think this is going to look like? How do you think the mentors are going to have to play this one out?
I mean, normally, Venom likes to play that zoning game and force you to come in on him, but I think Elfeld does have some good projectiles and some good neutral skips, so it's going to be like seeing if Niwabu can navigate this to get in, and if Dubious can keep Niwabu out. Already off to a really good start here, though, for Dubious. Locking this corner down.
Yeah, yeah. Noabu finding themselves in the corner. Dubious Curve not letting that jump out work. Does this kill? Yeah, looks like a
Yeah,
little. Uh, Elfelt, not the tankiest character in the game.
yeah, those extra, excuse me, those extra pull balls getting put down do more damage for that super. So dubious, really smart.
See, so the complete turnaround of the last round. Dubious Griffin to find themselves in corner, getting bounced back and forth into a wall break. And
Yeah, don't mind me just dying over here.
oh, I had to do the same. I just had to clear my throat. It's like, we
Oh,
were yapping for so long. Commentating can make you parched. Makes you parched.
does. Is that season 2? It's getting sick. It's a good job though here. Nuwabu has the corner, but dubious finding an escape, put you into the Venom blender.
Very back and forth round. Dubious still working with Burst, even though they're a round up. Looking like they might close this out. Yeah.
That Venom mix-up is really, really strong. Again, don't sleep on this character. He got some buffs this past patch, and I think he's a pretty good character. He is hard, and he takes a lot more work, but like,
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Uh,
we're seeing it.
Even the thing alone where his pool balls stay on screen for longer, before vanishing or after being hit. He got patch notes of biblical proportions. I can't even remember everything.
Oh yeah, he was eating good, eating very good, and you see Dubious, who's been very committed to this character, finding a lot of success here. Iwabu though is an uncaged animal on Elfeld and does not stop pressing buttons.
That's true. And really good. You see, Dubious's defense is rather strong, but again, one slept on fact about Elfeld, she just needs one little hit to essentially to get you within like a wall-to-wall conversion.
Yeah, she's very good at snowballing. She kind of gets that hit and loops pressure into pressure over and over and over again, and it can be hard to escape it, once you're in it. And we're seeing that here. Dubious trying to find a way to escape.
He's taking a slightly more reserved round start by themselves in the corner early, but once again turning the scenario around. Nuwabu, I guess. Why are seeing buying that space back, trying to get their offense rolling. Oh, now
Here we go. Venom mix-up game. It's the knockdown. Nice frame trap into full ball set in the corner. One more hit. Yeah, that's 6P.
And we always talk about Elfeld 6P, but it's not. We did not every time we mention the Venom 6P. Not to be slept on. Very good defensive tool for stopping those jump-ins.
Yeah, Venom has probably one of the better 6Ps. At least it feels like it. And seen it to great success here. Blocks the cross up. Dubious, very aware of the Elfeld pressure. Gonna get hit anyways, but pull the wire seat out of the bomb.
And with Venom, you gotta be. And we see the Mancer, really being aware of both Mentors being really aware of their strengths. Nuwabu, just with their sort of looping offense. Dubious looking for those gaps in that offense. Again, turn around, get it back though. You have to be locked in on your Venom defense.
Yeah, gonna get hit here by the bomb cross up though. One more mix will do it here for Nuwabu. Gonna tie it up 1-1.
So as I'm watching, no super strong. Like both these players go really back and forth. It's not really swinging once again in any one character's direction. Again, Dubious really good defense and get really good with the ball setups. With that sort of once he gets started, it can be hard to get out of that. But of course, Nuwabu always converting off that one hit, putting you in a really bad cross-up situation in the corner.
Yeah, definitely not a sweep either way. Dubious really nice deflect shield here. Gets to put you back into the zoning game. Really good job at manipulating the balls on screen.
As well as the control of space, even the air-to-air, just saying, get out of my face. Dubious doesn't waste any time in buying that space back.
Yeah, Dubious, definitely a master of this character here, showing it off why Nuwabu just struggling to get in here. Just sending Bomb as a neutral skip is crazy. The bomb vest applied.
Yeah. And then Wadi knowing how to break up the offense a little bit, stagger a little bit, getting Dubious to press.
Oh, expensive Gold Burst, Dark Angel out on screen. Gonna anti-air. That was such a cool setup into the full conversion. This is enough to kill. Yes, it is.
Wabu,
Dubious. Oh
yeah,
my god.
opting to hold a burst there, just saying, no, screw it, we're just gonna take next round. And very strong start. Looks like the game plan is in order already.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Dubious makes this character look so cool. I'm like, oh my god, I want to go play Venom now.
I know, and I know that I will never achieve that level of skill with Venom. So I'll just have to simply settle for watching.
Yeah, also gonna hold on to a burst here. Smart thing to do. You kind of just got elf belted that round. It happens, right? This is Guilty Gear. It's gotta go into the next one. Unfazed.
Oh, okay. Pop positions a little bit. Getting clipped by the ball right there.
God, again, great manipulation of the balls that are on screen, able to anti-air. Nawabu here gets that ball break. Sets up the zoning. Nawabu trying to make use of that projectile. Gonna get 6 speed though.
Yeah, and a little bit of burst bait, but of course we can afford to do that after an RC. We're gonna have to make something happen here in order to get out of this situation. This is kind of just Venom's win con at this point. But Nawabu gonna find a way to break through. Nonetheless, great defense.
God, what attack.
In the throw.
And a 6P to close it out here for Dubious. Going up to 1.
I'm not sure if we have any Venom gamers in the chat, but I think the lore is Dubious Curves. Isn't that I think the name behind that that's a Venom move from one of the previous iterations, right? One of the previous games.
It is. Yep. It is a move from the older games. He does not have it in this game, I do not believe. No, he doesn't. I had to think about it. No, he doesn't.
I don't know what the move did, but I do understand Venom's undergone a bit of an identity shift from his previous iteration going into Strive.
Yeah, he used to be able to teleport to any pool ball he set on screen. So just be happy that he doesn't have that. You know.
It sounds kind of awesome though.
It really was, but nobody wants that. Just.
Yeah, I'm a Strive zoomer, so this is all news to me.
Iwabu doing a good job once they find the way in to kind of stay in. Gonna get the wall break here though and go back to neutral, which is a scary thing to do.
And Nawabu, I have to say, breaking up their offense, knowing when to use meter mix, seemingly just having that intuitive sensation when their opponent's gonna try to defend against a certain option. This reversal is gonna gonna get close to killing.
Yeah, close to killing, not quite, but the breakfast sequence will be enough here to catch out. Ground start bomb gonna work out against that 2S, I believe.
And the throw coming out this time, Nawabu. Looks like they made an adjustment. A very prominent couple of rounds from so far. Successful burst bait, and I think this might just be another elf out round.
Yeah, it might be. Dubious really has their work cut out, but unfortunately, you're just gonna jump into the gunshot, and that's gonna be 2-2. Another game 5 on the Mancer side.
But really close on both the Mancer side. Again, it's just and as we're looking at this last match, it's game 5 before we go to the student side. It does make me wonder. I'm wondering what we'll be looking at the student side, you know. So yeah, because I know I felt she can have some hard knowledge call outs for people, beginners, but the same token, Venom not super common. Can keep you at full screen. But back to this match, defensive 6P once again, Dubious Curve. Really establishing their space early on, getting a throw of their own.
Got really good stagger pressure going into the strike throw, and here we go. Ball command grab. First time we're seeing it this set, and we got the combos for it. It is a very high scaling move, though.
I love the Trebaka on Alpha when she turns into a ball. She just got so much whimsy. She just does not seem to mind being turned into a sphere. She just seems thrilled by it.
Well, she loves it. She's like, what? Somebody wants me? Somebody actually wants me? That's crazy. So happy. DB is, though, going to go up a round here, setting himself up.
Prominent round, last round from Dubious. Almost see if we can get that momentum shift from the last round, rather. I think maybe looking for the throw this time. Getting caught on the back down.
Nice. Job here from Dubious. Gonna get caught, but reset. Works out here for DBS. Gonna get the nope. Jumps into throw.
Oh,
Charge does. All right, Niwabu. All right,
And
and
that
that
kills,
kills.
yeah. Both these characters just have such looping pressure situations that one hit can really just, it's almost like 100-0.
Yeah, it can definitely feel that way. Here we go though. DBS setting up the zoning game using these stingers, and what a great 6P as well. Catching that jump in attempt. Exposed slash counter hits. A little bit of a drop, but still has the corner.
He's just trying to get that last up that might have gotten through that last little bit of health for a Nuwabu, but bursting out of it, turn the situation around. Dewey's can find themselves in the corner, but no matter. Finding that good press, set up the balls, good 6P, and I believe this is it.
That is going to be enough. Establishing that zoning game so strongly and anti-airing with 6P will be enough there for DBS. Going to get an extra point here over the Elfelt team. Setting up Team Venom for a nice little bit of a lead.
Of course, the students do make more points. So, again, we'll see if these students were taking notes, watching the mentor side, making the proper counterplay. It was really back and forth, so there's probably a lot to gather from that one. But I'm interested to see if, again, Curly renounced Jailhouse, or I guess Curly beat Jailhouse in this case, can kind of keep the looping pressure situation up, because I know Elfelt's win con can be a little easier to meet sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. We'll definitely have to see can Curly kind of replicate what Dubious was doing in this matchup. And I mean, we're seeing it already. Really good job here setting up the zoning game, kind of locking Wadi out of even getting in.
Yeah.
Gets a burst here though as well. Wants to go back to the zoning game, but you're gonna eat a bomb cross up. And now Wadi gets to play.
Yeah. Wadi not at all looking to be caught at that full screen situation, running right over to Clearly Announced Jailhouse. And where have I seen this before?
Yeah, guess for game. Oh my god, we almost did. Curly, really good defense. Almost got the full Rekka sequence there.
Yeah. Showing some really good knowledge, some really good pressure. And we've seen Wadi before in orientation in previous brackets. Very familiar, just putting you in that bomb vest and sending you through the wall.
Yeah, and here we go. Able to establish some pressure here. Curly kind of looking for a way to get back into the zoning game, but you're in the pressure from Elfelt now, and you gotta guess, what are we gonna do? Oh my god, amazing defense, but the charge does.
Like a student like mentor, the charge does coming through. Clearly Announced bursting out of it. Good 6P. Of course, bursting out of that. Wadi wasting no time in crossing that screen at full speed.
Yeah, one more cross up will do it. Yep, and the low 2K there will seal it out here for Wadi, getting game number 1. I think kind of saw how that first round was going and was like, I will not sit full screen and be zoned by you.
Yeah, and Jailhouse, they've got the knowledge, right? I think they know what they need to do. When they can get the almost literally the ball rolling, they can keep that pressure going. But I think it's right now it's a matter of getting that initial space, getting that initial knockdown, doing what they can to keep Wadi out of their face, running that Rekka over and over.
Yeah, I think Curly showed really good stuff that first game. We'll have to see, make some adjustments here. Keep Wadi under control, because that's a very hard task to do. Just getting caught again and again here, trying to escape. And yep, that's just going to be an Elfelt round.
Yeah, it happens. See, and so I know Curly went for a little more aggressive. I believe it was a 5K round start last time. This time opting to take to the skies. Now they're going to start getting their pressure in, and it's working.
Yeah, I was about to say, maybe the adjustment here is to play a bit more of the aggressive offense on the Venom. Zoning works out great when you can do it, but you got to choose to go in sometimes.
Good block from Wadi there, remembering to block the Robo-Kai head.
Yeah, really good awareness. I get hit by that. I would have forgotten. So
Yeah.
nice.
Opting to
There's
burst
Steve's forward.
round up, but a little lower in health. Opting to burst out, not at attention quite yet. Let's see if this was worth it. It looks like they're gonna get back into their pressure scenario. And
Fire C
you'll
though,
have
out for Curly. No, you had the kill. You just need to convert off of it. Nice, okay.
6P, ever the reliable. And tying out the round scenario, and Wadi with a rather ambitious burst is gonna find themselves without it this time.
Yeah, definitely not going to have that on deck. Might get it back though. Venom does hit you quite a lot, especially when he's zoning.
Jailhouse not wasting any time with that. Just the balls are flying.
Yeah, they really are just throwing out everything you got.
Another good 6P. I think we see it doesn't work quite that time, but I think we're seeing Jailhouse an adjustment, a tool that seems to be working against Wadi's pressure.
Yeah, in the corner though, we are going to get that ball break, setting us back into neutral, which Curly definitely thankful for. Going to get to establish some more zoning game and make Wadi try to get around it. Oh my god, this pressure.
A defensive backdash from Jailhouse, just putting Wadi in this situation where, like, he just, all right, now you essentially got to guess for game which direction.
Oh, doesn't get the throw, unfortunate, but the far slash will close it out, catching that Bridal Express, and Curly gonna get a game here. And what can I say? That was some amazing sequences of zoning coming out of Curly.
Absolutely, and looked like Wadi just struggled a little bit against, once the the fighting game becomes a pool table, it becomes very difficult because you're playing Venom's game at that point, right? And we saw Wadi very anxious just to run in, get that offense going, maybe a little bit on the back foot when it comes to defending against that. But great adjustments from Jailhouse, looking to see if they're going to keep up that momentum, or if Wadi's going to play a little more patiently, see if they can just buy back space a little more slowly, get past those pool balls.
Yeah, once you're full screen against Venom, you definitely have to slow your game down a bit and work your way in, or you just do what Wadi's doing and just get in from the start and don't stop.
Yeah, and once again, we're looking at potentially another flawless round. Good 6P.
Reminds Commentator's Curse will not make it a perfect.
But a bit of an elf out round nonetheless.
Yeah, so it's still one of those. See if we can back off, go to our zoning. Gonna spend the burst here so we can actually start establishing something. Set an elf out full screen.
Wadi playing a little patiently, blocking some of these balls. Oh, I did just curse it actually. Oh no, I might have cursed it again.
Oh my gosh, Wadi, you gotta block some of the zoning, please. Dark Angel gets sent out here, I guess. Oh my god, you can throw there? Excuse me?
Great Dark Angel setups as well. Again, you're really using that time to turn the momentum in the other direction and start running at Wadi.
Yeah, I'm so amazed you can throw during Dark Angel. That was so dirty. Why?
Venom doesn't exactly run at his opponents. I guess he sort of floats ominously towards them nonetheless.
Yeah, but we're getting the elf out rounds here. Not stopping that 6P is unfortunately not going to work out here. One more chance here for Curly with the neutral reset.
Looking a bit like a repeat of the first round as well. Jailhouse usually opting to backdash to get that space, buy back the pressure, maybe a bit of a panic. Wadi is going to secure that game.
Yeah, it just shows my unfamiliarity with Venom. Apparently, you can throw the opponent if they hold FD during Dark Angel. It's a very cool little tech there.
Yeah, and I'm willing to bet that maybe that was something that they worked on with their mentor Dubious Curve, who's probably watching from the audience, cheering on for their Venom. So let's see. Once again, taking to the skies. He's going to pay off once again, Jailhouse. At full screen. But we saw this again from the Mentor side, sort of those offensive jump-ins, to just sort of like secure that space, prevent Alpha from jumping in, and another looping pressure scenario with the pool cue.
I saw Curly do ball set in Niwabu, or not Niwabu, oh my god, Wadi's face, and I had a heart attack. I had a heart attack. I was like, oh god.
Wow.
Really good job though from Curly.
And again, both times just a complete like momentum swap. It's never been completely in one student or one mentor's favor.
No, doing a really good job. I think there's lots of adjustments being made here. Curly realizing, zoning game is working out, but once you're in, you can't really go to it, so you gotta mix things up a little bit. Into the
Yeah.
bomb vest we go, though. I'm gonna guess wrong this time, unfortunately. We'll mistime the meaty.
Does he jump over here? Will not.
No, does not. Gonna get the pickup here as well. Nice little setup here. Curly.
Could be in a corner if you're not careful here. Okay, side swap again. Is
Side
Wadi
swap
gonna
into the
burst
setup.
this?
Oh,
Playing
no.
patiently, getting back throw. Now this is looking rather dubious for Curly, that is. Ooh, 6P still catching. We saw the animation start, but it wasn't quite enough. Right, full screen against Venom, and this is a little bit more his territory.
Yeah, this you can't really contest the Venom Stinger. Your Elfelt projectile is a little bit slower, but never mind. It's gonna catch the jump, and that's gonna work out.
Wow, okay. Good patience from both players, playing a little bit of the zoning game, but that health difference is getting in Wadi's favor at the end. Finding some good jump-ins, trying to get the space back.
Oh my gosh, we are not even trying setups. We are just Stinger spamming right now.
Here's the thing, if it works,
Why stop? Why stop? Oh, nice block from the bomb vest. Wow, really good timing on that YRC as well.
Good patience from both players. Both are making, you can see sort of the layers going in action as well. Both players just making these adjustments, playing around each other. Oh, I'm not sure if we're trying to air throw, but once again, that dust kind of came out. I'm not sure if that is a counter to that in any way.
Yeah, might have went for an air throw. That does beat out the bomb toss. There we go. Jump JP will work out. Now we got the pressure going. YRC, get off me. Gonna trade here on that Bridal Express. Throws out the Dark Angel. What's the play gonna be?
Good block.
Another throw. And it picks up.
There it is. And the Stinger to secure the round.
And the Stinger. Gonna tie it up 2-2. Another game 5 situation.
Yeah, they are not giving us a break. They are fighting for every last one of these rounds. And again, Jailhouse once again, just once they do get full screen, you're in this you're in the Stinger vortex. You're just you are going to be stuck dash blocking for a while, which Wadi has shown that they have struggled with a little bit. And Curly once again just not laying back, finding a weakness, that chink in Wadi's armor, and going at it full force.
Yeah, doing a good job though. To start off the rounds, getting the burst here out of Curly. Able to kind of get a little bit of Stinger game set up here, but not going to work out. Again, an unfortunate grab attempt.
And
Get
on the
you in a
same
bomb
token,
pass.
Wadi does notice that Curly's just kind of struggling with these cross-ups a little bit. And is, once again, just a player who's no stranger to Elfelt offense and does just know how to keep their offense going.
Yeah, nice use of IRC there, but unfortunately you're going to get grabbed out of the JD, and that's going to be enough to kill Wadi up around.
And set point
set
for
point.
Wadi as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Round start charged us. What are we cooking, Wadi?
But that'd have been so nice. That'd have been so nice if it hit.
But
But,
imagine. Go. Elfelt pressure. Gonna get caught out though, unfortunately here. Curly gonna get sent through the wall. Back to neutral we go.
We've got burst. Not much tension for YRC or anything, so in full screen, gonna try to stop these jump-ins. Wadi really anxious, just chomping at the bit. Another dust coming out.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Gonna fall right into Elfelt's little clutches. And we got one more guess here. YRC getting traded, and the far splash will pick up here. And Team Elfelt's gonna pull out ahead here with a little bit of a point lead.
Yeah, really hard fought on both players' sides. Yeah, that was a really good set. It played out. I think it actually played out kind of similarly in both the student and mentor side matchups. We saw the adjustments. We saw the same sort of similar like story playing out. But I think Wadi relying a little more on the cross-ups into Wabu, so like staggering a little bit more, just throwing like a little bit more mix into their Rekka, and then doing a couple crunches before we leave the room. I saw that avatar.
Yeah, those are really, really good back and forth set, honestly. Some really cool Venom stuff, some really
Yeah,
cool Elfelt stuff as well.
yeah. Not rooting for anybody in particular. I want to see everybody win, but I gotta say I was really pleased to see uh, what Curly was cooking with the Venom. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it
Both
was.
student and mentor side. It was a lot of fun watching Venom.
Yeah, and this is the current scores that we have reported. Again, keep in mind that this could change a little bit, but as of right now, looks like Team Elfelt and Team Venom are going to come out of that tied at 16 points, and Team Slayer with a little bit of a lead here at 18. Still anyone's game, still got a few more rounds of this round robin to play out. And with that said, we will be having Chip versus Asuka coming up next.
Okay. Huh. All right. So this is another matchup that is a rare treat. I possess almost no knowledge of what this outcome is what this matchup looks like, what this outcome might be.
Yeah, I can't say I know a lot about Asuka. I feel like Chip probably doesn't have a lot of good ways of dealing with cubes, right? So that might be a little bit of a struggle for the Chip to get in on the Asuka. But once you're in, Asuka doesn't have a reversal, so it's pretty easy to keep him locked down. We'll have to see if that can happen though. Can he navigate the minefield of cubes?
Yeah. So we'll see who's gonna be more triumphant in the wizard versus ninja matchup. Let's see. And I think, are we still waiting on a match to finish up?
We're just waiting for Kyron. He red X'd my stream ping. I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming he's coming.
Guess we can.
I'm just gonna hang out for a minute. Let's see if Kyron makes his way here to the room.
I see Petra, the secondary or the other Slayer mentor, rooting for their team of Rebecca and Ruby, who are having a prominent showing right now.
Oh yes. It's probably good to say that Petra, Duna Mancer, was the Slayer coach throughout the entire 2 weeks. Unfortunately, had a little bit of a computer issue, which prevented Petra from playing today, unfortunately. So Rebecca was nice enough to fill in as the Slayer mentor. So we are very appreciative to Rebecca.
Okay, yeah. Then I know we got again, Genmu in chat. Genmu ever present. If you open a Guilty Gear Twitch stream, there's a 50-50 chance that Genmu will be there. She's like in all Guilty Gear plays, streams it like at the same time at any given time. Yeah, that's also true. Good chance that Koshu's there as well.
I'm just checking up on things to make sure that we are all good to go. Yeah, I apologize about the wait. We're just waiting for the Asuka mentor to be able to join us here in the room. Making sure they're not finishing up their last sets, which is entirely possible. Looks like they finished out. So yeah, we're just waiting on Kyron. Oh, Kyron, where are you?
Kyron, where art thou?
Where art thou, Kyron? But yeah, so far, been a very exciting few rounds. Very back and forth. We haven't seen a sweep.
No, we haven't. So the the thing I was I gotta admit I was really impressed by Curly's adjustments in the Venom Alpha matchup, but also some things that Wadi was doing, just to like sort of get sort of get around again the S stinger from full screen. It's been very entertaining. And I know these are just the first two stream sets, but it's been very entertaining so far. And I've been looking forward to this one again because we have some rare treats of characters on for today. So I'm glad that excitement was not misplaced. Like this has been great so far.
Yeah, it's been really back and forth, which I'm very proud of all the students who have done an excellent job, taking the most out of these 2 weeks to learn as much as they can. And you can tell, you can really see that everyone has been really focusing on improving, and you can tell that by just there's not a blowout, right? Like it is very back and forth.
Yeah. Um. So I'm just typing in chat real fast. Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, it is I think I say it just about every time, but right. The first, like, we're here to learn and improve, right? Win or lose, but no matter how well you do and set. It's just the first victory of the day. Is showing up and trying your best, right? Doing something new, and having committed 2 weeks of your time to try to get better at your character. It's a great way. I still talk to my mentor, but it's just a great way to get in touch with people knowledgeable on the character. It's a community experience, and you get to learn and improve against along with these other ambitious players.
Yep, I completely agree. Um, it's a good opportunity, right? Sometimes it's scary to reach out to people and ask for advice. I know it's a little intimidating, and not everybody wants to teach, So that's the big motivator for me in making the events was to find or not find to create a space where it's easy to find people willing to teach you, because that just doesn't really exist,
Yep.
unfortunately. Um, it's easy to find good players, but it's not easy to find good players who want to teach you the game. So
Yeah. It's
having
one
this as
thing.
a service is the entire point.
And like, right, the information is out there, right? It's like I looked at Dustloop and stuff, and sometimes like trying to read Dustloop for your character or something can be like trying to like read like cuneiform, like ancient Sumerian scripts. And I have one of the, I just play Geo. I don't even have like one of the crazy complicated. I don't really have a complicated character, but having somebody to sort of introduce concepts to you, see where you might be lacking, see the things, the gaps in your gameplay, in your style that just need to be bridged a little bit. Having that direction is a big thing, right? And that's what the internship is for. And of course, it is one of those things where we get a lot of applicants, and so few people can we actually get to pick to be able to pair with a mentor, right? And some cases we don't even always have a mentor for a specific character. But of course, even if you didn't get picked for the internship, a lot of mentors available. You can always just try to reach out. Ping somebody, say, hey, you want to run some sets, or hey, want to send them a clip, bot review, help me out. What can I work on? Things like that. So even if you don't get picked the internship and you're listening, you want to try to get some info. It's there. It is a resource, and we have like a pretty active matchmaking scene as well. If you're just trying to practice some new things and open some new things, the matchmaking pings in the server are always available. And we have a lot of unemployed people such as myself who will respond in the wee hours of the night. So
Yeah,
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 that option is there too.
yeah, exactly. If you're not in this, like Boomy said, unfortunately, I can only pick 6 teams. If I make it any more than that, this event will be literally like 7 hours long. So that's why it is cut off at 6 teams as it is. So there is a lot of applicants. I think this last one we hit 70. So lots of people trying to get in, and then yeah, of course, not always a match to be had. But yeah, just keep trying, keep signing up, and always ask, right? If you didn't get into the internship, I'm more than willing to set you up with the person that would have mentored you, and you can still learn. You can still mentor.
That's true. Jesus says 24 teams next time, 5-day event. That's what we'll do. That sounds great.
Yeah, we'll do the internship where there's 24 teams and it goes all day.
That would be an enjoyable experience for everybody, I'm certain.
Oh yeah, nobody would hate that. Absolutely nobody. Only if you stream it. Yeah, there you go, Boomy. You gotta stream it.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. I'll buy a lot of energy drinks.
Yeah, that would be way too much. But while we're waiting, might as well talk about what else we have coming up in the community out the coming weeks. Of course, next week, as I said in the beginning of stream, will be the employee-only events. So anybody that's won an internship will be invited to play in that. So there's going to be the performance review next weekend, Saturday, 2 p.m. EST. Signups for the internship will be out tomorrow. So anybody that does want to sign up for the internship, please keep an eye on that tomorrow because you could have a chance of doing this to yourself. So yeah, lots of exciting things on the horizon at ANC. So keep an eye, and yeah, always happy to have new people. We did find out what happens. Unfortunately, Kyron, I believe, misread the rounds and started playing round 4. So we are in round 3 for those who are unaware. So that is unfortunate because I don't even think we can rotate. Let's see who would play round 4. Oh, it's Sin and Slayer. I wonder if they're free. Sin or Slayer teams are free. We can run that and then circle back.
Yeah,
To the Chip and Oscar.
I was just about to ask, just maybe we can circle around to a different different stream match.
Yeah. Unfortunately, sometimes it doesn't always work out that way because they might be busy. But let me ping them and see. I do apologize, guys. My bad. Well, not really my bad. Kyron's bad. I apologize for Kyron for misreading the routes.
Kyron said in the chat that one of the Elfelds, one of their games died apparently, so I guess there was a little delay there too.
It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna circle back to Chip and Kyron, or Chip and, oh my god, Oscar. So we're just gonna go to the rounds 4 set that we were gonna watch on stream. We're gonna watch that now. And then we will come back to you guys to Chip and Oscar. So apologies. It's be a little wonky, but it is what it is. Do apologize about the delay. But one of the restrictions of round robins, right? Like,
yeah, that is true.
Everyone's playing everybody. So
everybody's got to face everybody.
It is what it is. We do what we can. Just gonna try and rotate here so we get another set on stream and keep the event kind of chugging along. So I did ping the Sin team and the Slayer team. Hopefully they are free and able to play those matches. And yeah. Do what we can. Do what we can.
I'm just perusing the chat again.
Yeah. What's chat saying? How's chat doing?
We're just yapping. We got yeah. Oh, hi Hazel. Hi Chip. Hi Petra. Oh, and I think we just had somebody join the room.
Everybody say hi to Boomiey.
Oh wow. Oh yeah, everybody's saying hi. Everybody.
Everybody say hi.
That's Casper before I had Yoshi. I wish Casper a happy Giovanna Thursday every Thursday, and they always reply. Thank you, Casper.
That's amazing. I love that. I love that.
And we're also giving me Giovanna knowledge.
So you know what's gonna happen? We're gonna get both of these players up on stage to play, and then I'm gonna get a ping that Kyron is ready, and I'm gonna cry. Sorry, Kyron. I still love you.
And we're still waiting on the Kai student to finish up, apparently. Sorry, not Kai. I said Kyron now. Now I'm thinking Kai. The Asuka student, rather.
Yeah, the Asuka. Yeah.
Kai student, the Asuka student.
So yeah, just wait and see if the Sin and Tar freeze up, that they'll be able to join us. So it'll be our first time seeing Sin on stage, which is nice.
Yeah, and pretty relatively common here in the internship. Sin, he's a very like appealing character. I know we have Katie Buggy or Katie Boogie that plays. We had Tuna Can did the internship, correct?
Yes, Tuna has. Yep.
Oh, and I think I heard somebody else join just now. It's the Slayer student.
Slayer student. Oh, we just need a Sin.
The Slayers have gathered.
The Slayers are gathered. Where are the Sins? But yeah, exciting stuff coming on the horizon for Strive in the near future. Get that Strive 2.0. Hopefully, some big changes to the game. Mix some stuff up. Let's see what we get. Question for you, Boomiey, as
Yes.
a Giovanna expert that you are, with
That's definitely what I
thousands of hours in the game.
Yeah.
What would you want for Giovanna in a Strive 2.0? Like, if you could get anything for Giovanna, one thing, what would it be?
I've thought about this at length, and I decided a command grab.
Yeah, that's what you want.
I want a command grab for Giovanna so badly. Casper also says fix 2S, make 2S work.
Yeah, but you gotta have faith that that's just gonna happen anyways. You gotta think outside the box, bigger.
And it was just said, but yeah, like literally like like a Chave into command grab, so we can do that. But just a command grab. I don't even know what the animation would look like. What she would even do in that. But it just it was something I was thinking about that while I was driving the day. I'm like, what would I want? What would I change? If I was no, not even thinking about balance or anything. What would I do for my character? What could we be? What could be added? But what about you? I know you're an Eno main at heart, and Strive 2. What are you praying that the Eno mains are gonna receive? Because I know you guys got shot out of nowhere. You guys kind of caught a stray like nerf for. I don't recall any really. I don't remember even what the reason was, but like, what are you hoping for Eno?
No, nobody knows. No, nobody knows why. we were standing there in the background, just eating our dinner, and somehow got shot. But I honestly, a realistic change that probably isn't very realistic. I just wanted a real air dash for Eno. Just give her a normal air dash, because what she has now ain't it. Whatever that is, that little pathetic hover downwards as an air dash is so bad and so useless. And I just think in general it just fix a lot of issues that Eno has in a lot of matchups of getting in and getting around a lot of stuff that other characters throwing out there. And it's not a crazy change to make. That's what she had in every other game. Like, only this game they decided to give her this dinky little hover.
Yeah, I was just about to ask. You've experienced Eno in the other Guilty Gear games. What was she like? I don't know. Again, Strive Zoomer here. I showed up to play Giovanna. That's it. That's all I'm in. There's no reason for me to go back because this is the only game she's in.
Right. I mean, she's similar in the older games, but different, right? She doesn't have MLA in the older games, the one that guard crushes, of course. But she did have a real air dash, and it gave her a lot more options in doing like setups and cross ups, and she didn't have like four-way mix technically, but she had more options of just getting around the screen. She was a lot faster than
Oh
she
wow.
is in Strive. Um, she had a few other moves. She had a anti-air command grab, which was a lot of fun. That I kind of wish we got back as well.
Yeah.
And she also had
Anti-air
a
command grab, wow.
vertical chemical up, which was also a lot of fun. So
I know. Yeah, I know. A lot of characters got really streamlined coming to Strive. It's some of the previous Gear games just sound like a free for all. It's like as far as like what characters could do, they're just like screw it. Yeah, they can do that.
oh my god, yeah, yeah. Did
But
Eno need an anti-air command grab? No. Is it really cool because
that
she
is
could
funny.
combo off of it with no meter? Yes. Like
Oh, and I thought about it. If Geo were to get another thing, I only got to play with this for like maybe like a month or two. But the Garu dog, the guard crush on the enhanced spiral arrow, or the doggy dart as you call it, that I only got to experience that like for like a month before it got taken away from me.
yeah.
That was
I mean Giovanna, you got the Chave, right? Like she didn't even have that. That's crazy to think that there was a world where Giovanna didn't have Chave.
that's true. Yeah, that was way before my time. Again, it just I think Slayer was the newest release when I showed up, and it was about to be Dizzy.
Yeah, so yeah, I was still really, really new to everything. But yeah, thank you for joining the Mancer Boomiey podcast where we talk about Guilty Gear Strive. Um,
Yeah,
believe we're gonna have a set coming up here. I
I
do
believe we are.
apologize about the delay.
No, it's okay, man.
Unfortunately, I think there was a little bit of misreading on which rounds we were in, and some matches started before they should have. So
It wouldn't be an internship, like it wouldn't be an internship if meetings didn't go on too long sometimes. You know what I mean?
exactly, wouldn't be an internship if we did it in 2 hours. Come on.
That's so true. But yeah, I think we are about to have our set here, hopefully at long last.
Yes, yeah, they are
Players.
good to go whatever their little hearts desire. But yeah, this is technically a round 4 match. Slayer versus Sin. We did rotate to this one. I apologize about the delay, but it's hard to rotate to other sets in a round robin because everyone's fighting everyone at the same time. You know what I mean? So we do what we can. We're here now.
So,
We got a match.
all right, let me wake up my commentator. Let's see. Let me see what we're doing. So what are we looking at for the Sin Slayer matchup? Do you think? Oh, actually,
Sin Slayer is just two characters that really want to get in and don't want to play neutral because we just want to dash and do all the silly things. I say that, but Sin does play neutral, but really good start here though for the Sin anti-venom coming in on the Mentor side. But
and
it's
Rebecca
the Slayer.
to burst here, but and gonna get bursted right back in the corner. I think right kills him. Yeah.
Yeah. That is the. I know it says anti-venom, but that is the anti-slayer, anti-vampire.
Good patience from Rebecca here, calling out that first DP represented. And blink of the eye, it's a 50% health bar vanishing just like that. Good defense though.
Yeah, but unfortunately, you're gonna get hit with that cross up and a close slash. Oh, not enough to close out. Sadly, drop the combo, but such a huge health lead.
Bit of footsies for a second, measuring out the neutral, and a dandy punch to close out that round.
1 round apiece as Rebecca is gonna spin that wild assault. Not gonna connect, unfortunately. Nice conversion, keeping the corner. Gonna get that throw into another throw.
And Slayer again, not equipped with the best tools to get out of corner, and that's exactly where Sin wants you to be, right? And he just gets you there so easily. Each conversion that Sin gets, if Sin gets a counter hit on you, it's going to corner, right? So DP goes unpunished, and yeah, and closing the distance with the L count and close out the round.
Yeah, Anti-Venom doing just a really good job of keeping that corner, not letting Slayer go back to neutral. Doesn't want to play around all of the Slayer anti-neutral skip shenanigans, and was able to just keep him locked down.
And it's Soji over Rebecca with the relic from their Giovanna days. Previously a Giovanna main, now converted to a Slayer.
And
So
here we go.
looking for some good adjustments. I think we've seen even offense and defense, both players just playing really good patience, right?
Yeah, Rebecca doing a really good job jabbing out of this pressure here. Gonna get a nice little pickup into a wall stick. Through the wall we go.
Very nicely converted. That round went back and forth across the screen, just like in a couple of seconds. Like
Yeah, both these characters can just carry from so far away. An unfortunate whiff grab there. Rebecca's been that PRC. Gonna get DP'd.
a little bit of an anti-air attempt in the follow-up, getting DP'd. And both players just kind of measuring the situation out neutral. Big counter hit from the S6P there. Another good DP.
Yeah, good job checking the Slayer offense. And you're gonna get a big conversion here as well into the corner with the break. Not enough to kill.
Good experience. Like you see like a little shimmy from the anti-venom there, just measuring it out, manually timing their combo, which does hits true. Securing that round. Another point on the board for that's another round for Sin, seeing if we get a point on the board.
Yeah, unfortunately, Rebecca died with 200 meter there. You hate to see it, but good job here checking the offense, able to get something to start, but the throw shut that down.
DP, this
Nice
one
beat.
doesn't find true.
Oh my god, Rebecca, what are you cooking? What is
Yeah.
cross up does?
But it's working out. Both players playing really patiently. Anti-venom looking at this pressure, I think banking on this sequence working out in their favor, opting probably
not
not
a
to
clean hit.
burst.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Not going to get the clean hit there. Definitely wanted that wall break, get that positive bonus.
But nonetheless, getting some island, again, holding on to the burst, playing very patiently, but just going to land into Slayer's arms at the end there, getting thrown.
Yeah, unfortunately, just dropped right into Slayer. Gonna get thrown for it.
Another really good, again, you see a lot from Mancer, so a lot going through their minds. Again, really just measuring out the neutral situation, looking at the screen, see what their opponent's doing. Ooh, big blood-sucking universe there.
Star Slash though from Anti-Venom. Gonna get the burst here out of Rebecca. Trying to chase down, but you're gonna get chased down right into an RTL through the wall.
The anti-air RTL. It does exist, and it will hurt you, and it will wall break you.
Absolutely, it will. There we go. Overhead, gonna connect to us. Spending RC for that now. Don't quite get the full conversion without those anymore. RC is blocked and punished. Not fully, but a chunk of damage.
Okay. Just measuring out this neutral situation, but just gonna fly in there low and fast as Sin take that round. Really good showing for both the mentors here. Again, these sets have been great. The sets that we've been seeing just have been not like nobody's really been dominating on the stream sets. It's just been a real back and forth every round.
Yeah, Rebecca definitely had opportunities there, but unfortunately, Anti-Venom was able to sneak it out in the end, putting the Team Sin up 2-0 right now.
But we know Rebecca can make these adjustments. Know that I think Team Slayer, last I checked, we're still in the point lead. So we'll see what she can make happen now that she's got this corner scenario going for offense. Ooh, and just good FDEs and an Alcon out to get that space back.
Yeah, absolutely. Good 6P here. Gonna keep you in the corner. Not pushing out though. Just going for the raw overhead. Get the conversion.
And really good DPs on the side of Anti-Venom here. Again, just picking a time where it really counts. And it's that great Uno reverse card as far as like whose turn it is.
Oh, nice counter hit here, though. Gonna get a pickup. Not gonna get the ball stick, unfortunately, but it's another opportunity here. Master's Hammer. What's the mix? Oh my
Yeah,
god, I would have got hit by that.
yeah, yeah. That hit me too. I was watching that. I wouldn't have blocked that. But yeah, a little bit of a reset, but undiscouraged. Rebecca, another dust finding home, and see. Actually getting Rebecca's burst out. So even if Infinite loses a round, which they might not, because they're just holding on to burst like it's rent money right now. Gonna send Rebecca through the wall.
Yeah, gonna get the hard knockdown. Positive bonus. See what the setup's gonna be here. Just run up close slash. Gonna get a counter hit. And this is looking very winnable here.
Wow.
And it is. And that's gonna do it for the Mentor side, getting our first 3-0
What a nice
of the
round. So,
day.
not being like Rebecca playing to the health lead, but anything, I'm just not being discouraged at all. Also, not giving up the burst, not trying too hard to get the round, but nonetheless playing well, playing neutral situation, really smart, and still taking it in the favor anyways. So yeah, I guess that is the first sweep that we're gonna see. But again, the score doesn't tell the whole story. That was a really cool, close back and forth set, and we're gonna see once again, how it plays out on the student side. We've seen Ruby with their offense on Slayer. Very aggressive player, just not relying so much on defense as much as they just want to get you into that bunker loop and sent through the wall. And I believe this will be our first time watching our Sin student play on stream, though.
Yes, this is the first time we are seeing Sin on stream. So we don't know what to expect, right? We haven't seen Della play quite yet today. So very exciting to see how that goes. Of course, Ruby had a very strong start in those first few rounds. See if they can keep it up. Just waiting for the Sin student to get here so we can start those matches.
Yes. So, but now that we're briefly, I guess we're turning to podcast mode for the time being.
Yeah, we have the you get half podcast, half stream matches. That's how it works here. Yeah.
I guess I'll ask a random question. If you were to meet like doesn't have to be let's narrow it down to Strive. If you were to meet like a Guilty Gear Strive character in real life, you would go out to lunch with them. Who would you want to meet, and where'd you want to go? Like, where'd you want to take him out? Like, you could take Soul Bad Guy to Outback Steakhouse or something. Whatever you
Oh
wanted.
wow, what a random question.
Chat is open to answer that question too. I'm excited to see chat's answers. What Strive character you trying to meet? Were you trying to take him to lunch?
That's an interesting question. Honestly, it's gonna sound like obvious, but I think just like
No, that
who else would be better to just sit down, like have a nice dinner, a nice Italian dinner, and just like pick Ino's brain because she's such an interesting character.
she is,
Right?
but I'm not sure if she'd be a great lunch guest. I don't know. I feel like she'd be kind of like roasting me. I don't know, but maybe you guys have maybe like you guys would vibe, but I think would scare me too much. I don't know. I think me personally, I'm picking Gold Lewis, right? Because I think Gold Lewis is a funny character, but I think I gotta go with Gold Lewis Outback Steakhouse. I just think that's too funny.
That's a good one.
And then we could talk about we would have conversations about aliens, or sorry, unidentified mysterious animals. Aliens don't exist if you're Gold Lewis.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like being the culmination of all of humanity's hopes and dreams, like she's got to have something to talk about, right? Like that's got
true.
some deep personality, disorders going on there.
What's she ordering at the Italian restaurant, though? Do you think?
What is she ordering? Well, she's gonna get like she's gotta get a nice red wine. Obviously, likes
Okay.
likes a nice fancy, probably like the most expensive, right? And I would have to pay for all of this, of course.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you treat.
I would never dream otherwise.
Yeah.
And I believe she'd get like a nice what would she get? A nice, like, chicken parm, maybe?
Maybe, yeah.
I'm just saying what I would get,
No,
honestly,
no,
at that
honestly,
point.
I was about to say, like, I would say if I'm going, I'm probably ordering the Alfredo, but, I don't know. We don't get to see the, Stripe characters eat that much, I don't think.
Yeah,
But
outside of
some
Sin eating like a whole fish.
That's true. Sin, you can take Sin to an all-you-can-eat buffet, probably.
Yeah, he'd probably get you kicked out, I would
True.
assume. It's a bit too much. Yeah, his favorite food is fresh crayons, you know?
That's true. See, see chat's answer real fast.
Yeah, the Venom team apologizing about the delay. Well, first of all, not your fault. Um, Second of all, very funny though, because Venom matches do tend to be a bit longer, but no, it is
Yeah.
nothing to do with Venom stalling out matches here. It is just there was an unfortunate skipping into round 4 when we were in round 3, and so we've kind of had to adjust because of that. So
Yeah, but it's all good. The players are taking the stage now, and we are going to watch as we go switch back to commentator mode, watching Slayer and Sin go at it. Ooh, wow! And both players coming out swinging, and the burst coming out in the first 5 seconds of the match.
yeah, Zala doing a good job backdashing. Gonna get a nice little scoop here with that grab. Pushing into the corner, gonna get caught low. Unfortunately, Ruby left off the block button a little bit too soon.
And again, it's it's just a thing of experience, right? But from the mentor side, we usually see a little bit more of that sort of patience, measuring, seeing what's going to happen in the neutral situation. The students are here to throw hands. They are here. They just come out swinging every time.
Oh yeah, the students, they don't care. They're here to press buttons. I mean, obviously they've learned quite a lot as we're seeing Ruby just getting these loops, taking this round with a perfect, um, crazy work.
That was an absolute Slayer round. Had not even gotten my next thoughts together by the time the round had ended. But yeah, Slayer moment. But not to get discouraged. It happens, right? Just like you're gonna get L-felted across the screen every once in a while. Slayer is going to pocket your entire health bar in the blink of an eye. You know. Uh, so yeah. So we'll see if we can see a little more of that patience, like we see on the mentor side, coming from Into Venom in the neutral situation. If Della is gonna, gonna try to like play it a little slower, see what they can do to get out of this sort of Slayer onslaught.
Yeah, I mean, Sin definitely has the longer buttons and some good specials like that to check a lot of Slayer offense. But unfortunately, when you're in it, getting beat up by him, it's a lot harder to do. And Ruby just doesn't want to put Della down.
And we saw it a bit when we were watching Ruby in the chip round. Ruby, very anxious to get their offensive going, a very aggressive player, not afraid of much. And again, we'd even talked a bit about risk reward. Being usually pretty like Slayer favorite. He's got a good bit of health. He dishes out a lot of damage, and he's just he's ready to map a hunch.
Yeah, doing an excellent job here. Nice start though from Della. Gonna get the burst here out of Ruby. Has a chance, but put back into the pressure. Holding the Master's Hammer. Gonna get bit. Universe. Unfortunately, 2P Universe isn't very great.
Cross up right there. I believe this is right. Oh.
Oh my god, we got loops.
Yeah.
We got them loops.
Yeah, Ruby just waiting out, seeing what Della's gonna do. Right back in corner.
Ruby's offense is just so oppressive.
Yeah, and really tightened up. Again, we've seen this player before. In other brackets. I fought them. Even and it's just I can see where Petra, has been dialing their protege in. With the Slayer scrolls. The dandyism, and it's showing. So yeah, Ruby's offense has definitely come together a long way over the course of this 2 weeks.
Yeah, we can't count Zella out quite yet. I mean, this is Sin we're talking about. Has the chance. Gonna take the opportunity here, but fortunately,
Good.
not
Good
able to
DP.
just keep Ruby locked down.
Yeah, we'll punish on outlook there. and catches Ruby pressing. That is going to get the burst out. Della going to be showing those signs of life. Bit of momentum shift, picking up with the Tyrant Rave, and that's going to be a hard knockdown and positive bonus for Della.
Fortunately, gonna walk into a 2H here, spends the burst. Just want to hold all of that damage. But gonna back off. Trades, and it's gonna be very favorable for Ruby.
Ah, BRC back throw.
Yeah, really good job. Really nice recognition there.
And it looks like something clicked into place. Something happened where Della was able to turn that around, not let those first couple matches discourage them. But we're once again see a little bit of a slay around here.
Oh my god, the loops! Look at your health!
Ruby's got loops.
Ruby has just... I don't even know what to say. That was like 80%.
Oh, and the nice little PRC bait there too. I think baiting and depressing for the punish there. So we'll see. Ruby ready to close this set out. But Della not going gently into that good night. Gonna throw a couple times into the corner.
Yep, get caught low here. Gets the burst out of Ruby, but that big counter hits puts you in the corner. Burst, nice side swap.
Bursting Ruby in the corner. Another throw. These are working, so Della's just rolling with it. Ooh. A little bit of a whiff on TP there, but not a huge punish. But we're gonna find ourselves in a very familiar situation.
Gonna drop the loop there, unfortunately, but gives Della another chance here to play. YRC, get off of me with the Far Slash, but no, doesn't have enough to convert.
Close. This one's coming down to the wire.
The jumpin's gonna do it here for Ruby. Able to take a nice 3-0 in quick fashion, but still really well played from Della, who you can tell, while struggling in that matchup a little bit, still played their heart out.
Yeah, and I think a complete opposite of the situation, and maybe the first one of those we've seen was just that we saw with the on the Mancer side. It was really good showing, really good adjustments from Della, but again, it's just not to the same extent as it was with Chip, but you don't get a lot of room for error against Slayer, particularly when I see Ruby's been working on the conversions, working on the confirms, working on that offense like they have. Really good showing from both players, and yeah, that was a good one. So that is I believe 6 more points on the board for Team Slayer.
Yeah, there'll be another 6 points from the student side. This is what our current scores are looking at. Do keep in mind there is more rounds to be played, as we kind of missed out on a rounds 3 match that we're going to circle back to now.
So I think at first time we saw this, again, I know these are updating, but looks like Team Elfelt, Slayer, and Venom all with really prominent showings, a lot of points on the board right now.
Yeah, so again, keep in mind, we are missing the Chip and Asuka match because unfortunately that one did get delayed. We're going to circle back to that now. So those scores will even out a little bit because, sadly, we didn't see that match yet. So once that gets played, scores will be accurate to what they should be. But it is very close. There is 3 teams that are looking extremely close.
Yeah. Let's see, and so let's see. So I know we've got our Chip taking the stage here.
Yep, we do have them both here. It is a miracle. Kyron
Long-waited.
versus Chip. Very long-waited.
Yeah.
Very much.
And it was mentioned before our brief podcast session earlier, but I have no idea how this one's going to play out. And again, I feel like this is a matchup you don't actually get to see very often either.
No, these are not like the most popular characters, So,
Asuka notoriously, he's decently hard to pilot, and Chip a very just volatile character. Again, has this really good really good offense. Very good patience for Iza as always. Just kind of like staggering the pressure, seeing where their opponent's going to press, and eventually just literally chipping them down in corner.
Yeah, you saw Asuka was out of mana there. That's why he couldn't do anything. Just had to sit there and wait. But now you gotta play the game. You can set up the zoning, establish something. Oh, but unfortunately gonna get run under the cubes.
And we're out of mana here. Not punished on the deflect shield. That could have been catastrophic because Asuka gets very squishy when his mana shield is broken. Really good defense though.
Kyron has some excellent defense. Gonna be able to set up the staff, try and establish some kind of zoning here.
But again, he's not wanting to give out that pressure at all. Just gonna burst Kyron back into the corner and send him through the wall.
Gonna take a nice chunk of mana here. Not gonna break you quite, but you're really low.
Yeah, and depending on how this is played, this could be it because we're out of shield. You're at your squishiest, and Chip's just gonna take that round.
Chip is gonna chip and take a game. Kyron just didn't really have a chance to sit there and zone, unfortunately.
And I feel like you could see the game plan. You know, again, the mentors going with the game plan. Hopefully the students can mimic as well. But the Iza just really just trying to get that mana shield down, waiting for that time, like for that moment to strike, keeping you in corner, and does a very good job at it, nonetheless.
Yeah, Chip's a very fast character, right? So can kind of get around a lot of the zoning options.
But Kyron has really strong defense, so I'm interested to see once again what kind of adjustments they're gonna make to the situation here.
Kyron throwing everything kitchen sink, goes for a run up throw. Not gonna work out, unfortunately.
And a good press. So both the bursts are out, but now Kyron's gonna find themselves in the corner again. Oh, there's seemingly no way out this time. Or maybe I spoke too soon. A little cross up. The shield's broken.
Yeah, Kyron though out of mana does get it back. Bit of a whip on the throw there. On CRC, but wasn't close enough to connect. Running right into super here, gonna get that positive bonus hard knockdown. See what we do with it. Front up close slash. Izanami pulling out all the stops with these tricky little resets there with that Alpha Blade.
Yeah, everything in the kitchen sink just going into Iza's offense right there. Very nicely played, and good spacing too. Doing a really good job showing that they just know when to find that moment to get that hit or that big counter hit in this case.
And here we go though. Cubes are out. Kyron gonna hit you with the overhead into the super wall break here. And look at that damage.
There it is. Asuka very squishy without his mana.
Oh my god!
Homing dust. But Chip also a character not known for his tankiness.
That was so dirty. Cross up charge dust.
Yeah, very nicely played.
Yeah, Kyron had a nice little hand here. Able to cash out a lot of it. Able to go back to the zoning. Oh my god, all the cubes into the super.
We're seeing a bit of a momentum shift as far as who's getting the turn on offense. Once again, just taking that turn, turn it around.
Unfortunately, the gravity ball did not hit, and it's gonna hurt. Run up command grab. So devious. That's enough to kill. That's gonna be Izanami going up 2 games.
Oh. And again, the score doesn't tell the whole story. We saw the adjustments being made from Kyron there. Really good defense, but again, just Chip. You know, he puts you in a guessing game rather quickly. And once playing to that game plan again of just getting the mana shield down, dishing out that big damage, just not giving Asuka that time to breathe. And I think that might be something that Asuka does struggle with a little more, is those characters who can encroach on that distance really, really quickly like Chip can.
Yeah, exactly. A nice little pickup here from Kyron to start the round off. Izanami, though, doesn't want to be a part of it. Spinning the burst here to get to a zoning. Never mind. Kyron's playing a rush down Asuka.
Yeah, and a good read on the DP. Not quite punished, but nonetheless, we're gonna take the opportunity to get
Yeah, shuffle the hand a little bit, get some more favorable cards on deck.
to see if we'll get to play them. Opting not for the wall break there. Instead, gonna get it wall broken.
Yeah, we do have mana though to help protect us. We don't know a huge chunk of damage there. Jumps the command grab this time.
Good, making good reads on this. Or Kyron is making good reads, but unfortunately, it's just
Not
yeah,
gonna be enough.
just getting caught in the just the chip blender.
Yeah, Izanami with the optimal routing there, able to get that full conversion.
And
Have
we
a
see it again,
staff.
how quickly this character can just traverse the screen.
Oh, absolutely. It's very scary. Gonna get caught out low here. Not enough to. Oh my god, that Alpha Blade.
Really methodical and overwhelming offense on the side of Konami.
Kyron just trying to get something established here. Now, finally able to get some cubes out on screen.
And here's the
Oh
geometry.
my lord!
Cubes are flying.
All the cubes, all the time. And the dust! OTG will be enough. Okay.
Very nicely done. Coming down to the wire there, but a really quick turnaround of the round situation.
Yeah, Alpha Blade gonna whiff here into the night. Nice little pickup here for Kyron. Get the wall break from it.
Very methodical defense, turning it into a big, potentially what might be a turning point. Hopefully, keeping a point on the board for the Oscar Mentor side this set.
Oh, Alpha Blade gonna go for the wall run. Not gonna work out though. Kyron gonna get the back throw. Charge that mana a little bit.
Big swap positions. One of us goes under, one of us goes over. Kyron's backed in the corner, not where they want to be. Gonna find that present big counter hit. Nami's not having it. Burst it back in.
Yeah, Kyron trying to find a way to escape the chip pressure. The wire seed does get baited though, and with that, Izanami gonna be able to take this one 3-0. That does not tell the real side of this story.
Yeah.
That was a very back and forth set.
Very nicely played. And again, with chips so fast, it can be really tempting just to run your offense, but really good patience again on the side of Izanami, putting those gaps in your offense to let your opponent make that mistake, do something more favorable for you. And right there, we see it. Just the YRC coming out on the side of Kyron, just trying to buy back the last resort, trying to buy back that round, just isn't going to work out. Ended up being the wrong call in that situation. But nonetheless, a wonderful showing from both of our mentors.
Yeah, both doing a phenomenal job. You know, Kyron, of course, known for the Kai, but still has a very scary Asuka. And I think we saw why they are qualified to be an Asuka mentor. And up next will be the student side. I have Mint Chip here versus Ramus coming up next.
Let's see. So once again, Mint Chip. Again, very aerial player, very offensive, aggressive player, and very capable on the chip. I can see in a lot of areas where they've been dialing in where those lessons with Izanami, the tutoring in the dojo, have taken root. And I'm interested to see what notes they might have taken, what pieces or elements of the mentor's game plan they might be using as they go into fighting, I believe, is it Sinister?
Yeah, Sinister, Discord name, I believe, is Ramus. But yeah,
Okay.
gonna be coming in here on the Asuka. See Mint coming back in on Chip.
Let the intros play out.
Asuka's cape is quite the fashion statement.
It is, yes. The galactic drip. And the sneakers, no less.
Oh my god, yeah, the Jordans. Gotta keep them. Gotta keep those on. Also some really nice pressure here so far. Slow conversion. Playing this offensive Asuka.
Yeah. So maybe
Shuffle
even
in the
seeing a
hand.
little bit of that the rush down Asuka that was mentioned. And it looks like it's actually working really heavily.
Oh, nice.
Asuka's favor here.
Yeah, we gotta see one of the changes Asuka got with the ice now freezing you, similar to Dizzy. Gonna craft our hand one more time here. Out of mana though, unfortunately. Gonna have to get a little bit of that back.
And Chip just on the back foot for a second there. Gonna find that, again, that moment just to get in there and turn it around, get their offense going. And both these, both with burst on the board, but both an interaction away from dying. Chip is gonna lose there first, but lose in an air-to-air scramble.
Yeah, Asuka without mana is not dead. He can still play the game, he can still kill you. Oh, nice pickup here. Gonna get the freeze and the wall break.
Very
Pretty
nice
here for
conversion.
Sinister.
And once again, similar to our Slayer Sin sets, the Mancer side and the student side are seeming to pan out a little bit differently. It's not too late. This is the first match, of course. But this is where the points are to be had. The students do make more points here. And
We're playing Street Fighter now, though.
yeah, representing the strike throw. The strike throw, Chip.
Yeah, not gonna be enough to break mana, unfortunately. Asuka's still alive, which means still has a chance to play the game. Oh, unfortunately, out of cards here. Needs to restock, but I don't think you're gonna get the chance. You're not.
Nice. See, and once again, calling out the air-to-air situation really well. Chip is gonna come out the gates, swinging this time, gonna get burst out early, and uses the Alpha Blade once again to sort of like cross that distance. Good defense on the side of Asuka.
A nice counter hit here, though, for Mint. Able to loop this pressure over and over. Nice delay on the Alpha Blade as well. And now you're out of mana. This is really scary here for Sinister.
Ooh.
Tries to find a way out. Gets the burst. Command grab.
Yeah.
Not gonna be enough to kill. We got mana back.
Chip not want to give any pressure after that whiff there. Want to do a bit of offensive burst to recover that situation and close out the round, getting those 2 points for Chip.
Yeah, really nice adjustment there from Mint. Able to bring that one back from a really strong start from our Asuka student. Still anyone's game, though.
It is. The rounds were back and forth. Rammus, once again, we did have a really strong showing at the beginning that the first match shows that they do know the answers to the Chip sort of defense. And I'm willing to bet that they might have even lab this matchup with their mentor pattern. Or at least has some familiarity. Another thing, Chip is kind of rare. Sometimes you just don't know what he's doing because you just don't play the character enough.
Yeah, exactly. And it's scary to like press on him. Chip's so fast, able to get in and keep this pressure going. Finally gonna get burst out here though, and maybe establish some kind of zoning.
And Chip not wasting any time in cautious screening. Try to take the rope, but Rammus once again just really aware of the sort of vertical situation there. He's gonna block the Rekka, but finding himself in a bit more of that Chip strike throw.
Yeah, they're gonna throw. Now broke your mana, and now any hit will be enough to kill. Nice defense though.
Oh, and an air throw. Once again, calling out the air situation. Wonderful read on the side of Rammus here.
Not gonna get this wall break. Not enough to kill is unfortunate.
It's close though.
Jumps the super, blocks it, no punish.
Oh, whew. A little bit of a scramble at the end there, but the first round's gonna go to Rammus once again.
Yeah, Asuka at the end of that round, how he just like put his head in his hands. That's me. That's so stressful.
Yeah, that is how I felt watching that round. Like, oh my goodness.
Mint though, relentless in this pressure.
Yeah. She's just testing Rammus' defense here.
Oh, nice back throw. Now you got the corner. Lots of mana to work with as well. Full deck of cards in the hand. Full grip. Gonna spend the super here to kind of find some more stuff that you actually want. And yeah, these are good ones.
I love Chip's usage of Alpha Blade, right? They're very good aerial players we're seeing here. Shuriken
No,
holding out the situation. We need to nerf this move. It's too strong.
I can't believe we just got a full screen Shuriken kill.
The way Chip was jumping too, she was posturing for it too. You could tell she was looking for it. Doing the trick.
Absolutely.
in their head. Asuka is just a geometry check, right? So calculating the hypotenuse of that shuriken there.
Here we go, though, with the chip pressure, run up command grab. Now you're out of mana. LRC stays alive, wakes up DP, misses the grab, and now you got a chance here if you're Sinister. Oh my god, okay.
Thrown right back. Chip doing a great job of once again just getting on the corner, jumping in the air, using the Alpha Blade just to get themselves back to mid-screen.
Yeah, that PRC Alpha Blade into grab was dirty.
Yeah. And again, I think we see that again on that execution from the mentor side as well. We see a little bit of the mentor in the student here, a little bit of that knowledge taking root. And I think Chip is also making these adaptations. Let's see if she can stay ahead, or if Ramus here is going to make that adjustment. You know, just keep it. Once again, see if they can get repeat that first round they had going on. Just keep those cubes going, keep that pressure up.
Yeah, they had a really strong start and a lot of really good rounds, honestly. Just not able to finish them out, unfortunately.
And it's volatile, right? Especially when the mana gets broken. But Rue's really good defense and really good reads as well. Really good air-to-airs as well as like air throws. I think just finishing out in a couple of these last-minute scramble situations.
Yeah, gonna get mana broken here in the corner. Gonna get wall broken. So alive, but definitely hurting. Oh, they kind of hit 2D. It's gonna put Mint on set point.
See if what Ramus might be cooking. Find himself back in the corner, but is gonna tech the throw this time.
Yeah, really nice tech on that grab. Trying to find an escape out of this corner, but Chip gonna spend the burst to keep the corner.
Looking for
throw reset.
Getting counter hit. Set through the wall. Oh, this is not where you want to be, but we still have bursts on the board. Are close to having 50 tension. Burst is out.
Yeah, but no mana. You can't just sit there and zone, unfortunately. You're gonna get woke up DP.
Maybe
one more interaction.
Exchange there, and this is probably it for our Ramus here. Very well played from both students.
Yeah, that was going to be more than enough there. Able to get the kill. Really well played from Mint, but also really good showing from Sinister coming in on that Asuka.
Yeah. So, and again, it's just like it was looking really strong Asuka for the beginning of the student side, but I think Chip just showing that she can like make those adjustments and you know, just figure out what their opponent is doing and find that gap they're looking for on Chip. And again, just getting in corner, getting into that sort of you know, your 50-meter sort of like Rekka scenario. And in this case, actually representing a lot of the strike throw. We didn't see too terribly much of that, but on the mentor side, I don't think not as much as we saw on the student side though. But it was, again, if it's working, you know, it's the right answer.
Yeah, I think again the score doesn't really tell the whole story, especially in the mentor and student side. Actually, now I think about it, we're very, very close for the Oscars, but unfortunately wasn't able to get any on the board. But you kind of got to shake it off, go to the next one. You know, you got to try and make up those points where you can. And with that, will bring us into our round 5 matches. Do apologize again. We were a little bit back and forth there as to who was playing what. So for round 5, just gonna take a look here. I believe we're gonna go with the Asuka and Sin because they should be free. Yeah, Asuka Sin should be free to play, so that is who we're gonna have up next. So more Asuka gameplay on its way. Let's go ahead and call them up.
Let's see. And we'll see if this matchup plays out any differently than the Chip matchup did here. Again, so again, our Asuka, I'm not sure, still not sure I should call them a Sinister or Ramus, but I've been opting for the Ramus because it's a little funny to say. But showing that they're a good player, they can make the reads and make good adjustments. So I'm interested to see what they might do differently in this Sin matchup. The fingers are obviously still warmed up, right? So we'll see how this goes 2 screen matches in a row.
Yeah,
But we're gonna have
for
our
sure.
mentors up first. Um, Again, mentor side, not sure how this one's gonna play out.
Yeah, I mean, Sin has some good options against Asuka with like Beak Driver being able to kill cubes, but the real thing is being able to establish that zoning and getting an opportunity to do so,
And
and not gonna work out.
our Oscar mentor Kyron, really, really good defense, but of course, Anti-Venom just really strong offense. Great IBFD on the side of Kyron there. Just isn't gonna work out this time though.
Oh, a little bit of a drop there, gonna give Kyron a second chance here. Has a full grip of cards.
Getting hit by a couple of Qs, but Anti-Venom still gonna strike, hit home, secure round. Again, very patient player in the neutral scenario.
Rocco gonna beat for the wall break.
Quick bite to eat.
What does that do? Couldn't tell you.
Actually, I don't know what the stake does, but it was a bonus nonetheless. Ooh, a little bit of a whiff on the throw, and we're about to take a big sin conversion, but we don't have a shield to block it. This is about
a lot of damage. Ooh, oh my god, okay. I was gonna say not choosing the wall break, but you're just gonna kill him.
Yeah, that was it. I know Asuka gets squishy there, but I did not realize that was gonna kill. And
Yeah, he
again,
goes from being like a good health character to being one of the lowest health characters in the game.
I believe with shield he actually is the tankiest character in the game, and then without shield he becomes literally the squishiest. I'm sure somebody knows the dust loop better than I do, but yeah, I think that is exactly it.
Yeah, we will take a look at the scoreboard. We'll do that. We'll do that after the mentor round. We'll take a look at scores. Keep in mind, matches still being played, so scores will be changing. But I'll give you a little sneak peek. It looks like Team Elfelt is doing pretty good. There we go, though. Nice start here. Anti-Venom already in the corner. Iron trying to find a way to get out of this pressure. Sin now, though, out of stamina. Not going to be able to keep playing.
And then here we go. So let's see if Karen can get something rolling here. Send in the cubes. Go forth, my cubes. Hold down the neutral. Oh, and again, once again, doing the dust, just not going to hit home like it did versus Tsunami.
Well, nice job, though. Has opportunity here to set up some zoning. Teleports over.
And again, very patient defense on the side of Venom here.
Yeah, nice conversion. Wow, good awareness here from Kyron. But unfortunately, can't eat a DP on Wake Up.
Yeah, and a nicely calculated DP. Anti-Venom not shy to use the EPs by any means, but is definitely really thinking about when they're doing it, what's going through their opponent's head. And I think those kind of reasons why just, again, they've been so prominent on the mentor side today.
Anti-Venom, though, gonna get a nice little jump in here. And get that burst out of Kyron, who's choosing to run forward. Looks like it was a charge dust attempt, but you're gonna eat an RTL.
Yeah, another in the air RTL. And a nice, clean confirm to close that out round as a perfect, no less.
Yeah, that's going to be another game here for Anti-Venom. Kyron, though, not out of it by any means. Just need to see if Kyron can really set up and play as that walking turret, right?
Yeah.
That he's known to be.
Asuka has like 4 different modes, right? Like different magic modes or something. I don't know what exactly are they called, like
Oh,
cases or
the
something like
test case, yeah. So
Yeah.
you have different. They're basically like different decks, from my understanding. So you can switch decks, and then you have different cards within those decks that you can potentially draw. So each of them having their own, things that are unique to that specific deck.
Oh, okay, cool. Wasn't aware of that. No, I'm not even a Magic player myself, but Oscar with the deck's probably like a Magic the Gathering. I wonder if we'll get a Guilty Gear crossover for Magic the Gathering one day.
You say that, not the craziest thing to get crossovered with Magic, so
That's true. We got
there is a chance.
Magic got Spider-Man crossover this year, didn't they?
Yeah, Spider-Man, Avatar, Last Airbender.
Would Oscar have would he be like the commander for that deck? I don't know.
Oh yeah, yeah. Here we go. Kyren coming back on that Oscar. Nice block on the DP. Oh,
whoa.
on it, Kyren.
little
Yeah,
feedback.
Kyren, what was that? And that was the mental damage. It didn't take health. It took it. It took mental.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh my god, Kyren having fun with it here. Unfortunately, gonna get carried to the corner. Mana's gone, which means you're gone.
Wow.
Anti-venom on set point.
Yeah. Very nice. Another decisive round for the Sim Mentor. We're just bagging at this point.
Kyren, please. Please. Oh my god. This Kyren guy. Where do we get this guy?
Not the Remoose, if you're watching this, don't emulate this. Your mentor is teaching you something. Don't teabag instead of punish.
Can I get to see some zoning? No. Rush down Oscar. Kyren, please. I don't even know what to say to Kyren anymore. Not enough to kill here.
Might be at a loss himself. Maybe he's opting for the BF.
Yeah, Kyren going for the sillies.
Pressing buttons here, and I think Antivenom probably just gonna close out this round.
Yeah. Yeah, that will do it. Still though, really well played from both sides. We'll have to see how the student side goes, right? Like, Sinister had a pretty strong showing against Mint. So we'll have to see if they can do it against the Sin as well. Alright, I thought my game was like broken there for a second.
A little bit of the Strive Earth moment, as they say, but yeah, I think that was just a little connection thing for a moment.
So let's go ahead and throw the scoreboard up real quick, because take a look at that, if you would, Emily. Thank you. So this is our current scores, right? Keep in mind, games are still being played, so not all the scores are in, but it is currently sitting on a tie for second place, which we will figure that out if that is how these scores end up. But it is a tight race. It is a very tight race right now. It is.
And again, as our same three, I gotta say, no bias, but very impressed by Team Venom. Not a super easy character to operate, and once again, like, I'm excited to see. We don't get to see this in Internship. We've seen some of these other characters have returned in Internship, but I don't think we've seen too many Venoms.
No, we had a Venom team once before. So this is the second time we're having a Venom team, but they're doing good. They're doing a really good job. So, like I said, keep in mind there's still more matches to be played, so these scores are not final, but that is your sneak peek at the current state of things.
Nuwabu and Wadi with a strong showing. If they do make it to the assuming they make it to the Grands this time, that'd be the second time in a row the Alpha Grands have happened in the Internship. Nuwabu teaching these Alpha students to do terrible things and taking over the Internship.
Yeah, so we're gonna have one more set here before we take a little break. One more set. We'll let those matches finish out after this one, and we'll figure out who's gonna be in Grands. But as of right now, more Asuka, more Sin.
And I think Delos opting for the color swap. I believe they're rocking color 9. Is that the pick earlier?
Yeah, they were. They were the pink one, yeah. Oh, nice job
Always
there
makes me
with that
wonder
overhead.
what the motivation is behind it.
Nice routing into that super.
So Ramus, once again, very strong round starts and knows how to capitalize on like that initial momentum.
Yeah. Ramuse, Sinister. Very strong showing with this Asuka. Get all the zoning out here and set up the big cube. Unfortunately, going to get DP'd through, though. LRC, one more chance here.
Defensive YRC. Gonna catch Della on the low. Ooh, and into the throw.
What a really good job. Really good awareness there from Sinister. Such a good job on this Asuka.
Yeah, very like I've got to say I'm impressed by again Ramus is just they're just methodical, you know. They're just a very thoughtful player, which I think is good if you're gonna opt to have Asuka as your main. They just show really good, I think, solid decision making.
Yeah, really good execution, really good routing as well, able to set up like this pressure. And this is what Asuka, you know, this is what happens when someone knows how to play this character.
Yeah.
Nice though, nice dash up throw. Oh, this time not gonna work out. Pick up DP. Sinister needs to get some other cards. All we have is teleports.
Flipping the pages right in Della's face. Still got the burst, but it's
there's a teleport.
One more throw away from winning. Yeah. Wow. I think there's 3 rounds across both student and mentor. Sorry, I think 3 rounds in a row now that have ended on a throw.
That was really sketchy. I don't know if you know what like a lot of Asuka cards look like or do, but Ramuse only had 2 teleports. That's all they had in their hand was 2 teleports, and they made it work.
I didn't even notice that. So even yeah, I don't have the Asuka knowledge there, so that's even wonderful. Keeping all that on your mind and still being able to play it that cleanly is very nicely done. Della will see if they can close the distance here and make some of that Sin offense happen again. Sin just needs a counter hit like this in order to sliding once again in the throw.
A nice job though. Perfect spacing on that.
On point with their throw game. You know, teching throws. Chip got a couple of layers in there, was able to counter hit a couple of times, but is just getting a lot of mileage out of it in this one, and seems just to be sticking to it.
Got really good teleport again. Has 1 cube in the hands here, and that's going to be enough.
And just having another galaxy brain moment. All the computations being made, and playing this round just like they're in a flow state right now.
Yeah, it's very impressive to see a good Asuka at work, and I mean, you're seeing it right here, like, just constantly cycling through cards, constantly refilling your mana. There's so much stuff you have to keep an eye on. And now, how do you get past this? Just a wall.
And here, we will see a charge just go through. Not the full conversion, that's okay. Della taking this opportunity to run their offense. In the corner.
A little bit of a drop is unfortunate, but never mind. It's just an American reset.
Yeah. Another
through the wall.
counter hit.
Oh, but you went right into a cube. One more hit here could do it. You do have burst though. You're not gonna use it.
Another dust just hitting home. Yeah, if there's one thing that we're seeing about the student and the mentor side, it is the liberal usage of the 5D on Asuka.
Yeah, this has been a really good showing, I think. Kind of showing off the power of Asuka and also just how difficult it can be to get in on Asuka. You know, Della doing a good job of navigating a lot of it, but sometimes
I've been impressed by all of these players. But yeah, and again, it's just like you know, looking at our Venoms and Asuka's not easy characters to play, but really seemingly making them work.
exactly. Full grip of cards at the moment. Lots of cubes that we can use to toss out. Start using some of them.
just seeming. Oh, there we go. Dealing with one of the cubes, so to speak. Oh, and gonna get another jump in counter. Getting a lot of use out of these sort of jump ins. Might be their best inning against Moose, who seems on point with their throws, but maybe he's getting caught by some of these jump ins. So we're going for another one here. But it's gonna get 6P.
Nice. Yeah, good 6P. Gonna let us set up the infinite cubes here.
We're just holding down and back like our life depends on it, which it very well might.
Oh, and you're gonna run into a cube. Gonna get another superhero. Sort your hand out. Gonna use a burst.
Confident we can make this round play out. Okay,
Yeah, that's gonna be enough.
Giving our Moose, a throw of their own.
Really good recognition. Sinister out of mana, able to just get in. Oh, nice job, 6-ping through the cube. That is an option.
Very good press. Sin, I noticed on the mental side as well, just does seem to have decent actually buttons for dealing with these cubes.
Yeah, but now you're frozen. Gets a full mana. Nice counter hit. Gonna be able to shuffle some cards around here. Sinister establishing. Nice teleport.
Oh, and a very expertly done conversion.
Oh my god, it just doesn't stop.
Oh, but wait, taking our hit to the face. Is this? Gonna takes the corner. Gonna have to reset. Another defensive YRC.
Oh my god. That's unfortunate.
Was there, but just didn't quite reach their quarry. And set point for Moose here.
Oh my god, again with these back throws. I'll establish some more pressure. Nice conversion into the wall break we go.
And again, just establishing that zoning presence once again. Getting Dylan to back off while blocking this cube at full screen, struggling with just a little bit. And how can you not? It's just a torrent of them.
Yeah, another good job here using that meter to get more cards in our hands.
Oh, and wonderful deflect shield.
And now it's like, how do you navigate this great 6P? Gets rid of that cube, another good one.
Yeah, playing the situation very patiently, but this deflect shield isn't going to be quite as good as the other. And it's going to get Moose put through the wall. One interaction for both players.
Oh no.
Are we pressing? Oh,
yes.
We are. I'm not sure if we were pressing, but it at least might have crossed up there. I don't know how that might have happened, but that is going to put the round in favor of Della there. Able to, again, show some signs of life in a very, very hard-fought match.
Yeah, unfortunately, Sinister did jump and press a button, so the RTL did catch.
Yeah, and I gotta say, good adjustments from Della. Just again, pressing through those cubes. Just like using their buttons to like make them vanish. And then even when we were struggling to block a little bit, still just doing our best to get in, get a hit in, and even if we reset, just keep that offense going. And especially when you're at full screen, it can be hard. You just want to get your hits in, so that kind of patience can be cool, hard to keep a level head when the cubes are flying.
Yeah, exactly. Sinister, though, doing a good job getting established. Not a lot of mana to work with right now, though.
Finding an opening, sending Remove straight in the corner, not wanting to give up this offensive scenario yet.
Yeah, you gotta burst that. You don't have mana. It hurts so much. Back throw.
Point working like the others. Back throw's gonna work, but DP's gonna come out too.
Unfortunately, not going to be able to get the full conversion there, but still nice chunk of damage. YRC with the reversal, but that DP always present.
And Remoose, again, getting a lot of mileage out of these YRCs and deflect shields.
Yeah, just air stalling right now, able to throw out those fire cubes, cover a little bit of an advance.
Yeah. And honestly, playing the neutral without casting really much in the way of spells there, but nonetheless, we are going to get caught here and sent through the wall. Della,
Yeah.
a big momentum shift.
Yeah, really big momentum shift. No mana right now for Sinister. Has to play a manaless Asuka. And it's gonna work. Asuka's a grappler. You just don't know
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, we've seen Strike Throw Chip. You know, we've seen Strike Throw Sin, but now get ready for Strike Throw Asuka.
All right. 6P through the cube again. Really good job from Della. Recognizing. Nice air throw as well.
Della reading his jumps, this air throw is going to find home this time.
Oh, nice. Little shimmy there with that Piercy.
A little bit of punish, keep that hidden. And now we are in the corner against Sin. Another great air throw. The shield is broken. Are we going to close in for the kill? Yes, we are.
Yes. That TP. It says set point for Sinister if we can make it happen. However, Della doing such a phenomenal job shutting that down.
Not going down easy, and I think we also saw this again. It seems it's a fundamental player strength as not as much of a character thing, but both Della and Anti-Venom just very patient even when they're on the back foot, able to turn things around.
Okay, but now you're going to get thrown in the corner here. Gets a chance to get some mana back, but spend the burst.
Trying to jump out. Oh, Della's taking air from this time.
Oh, but you're going to get DP'd right into a wall of cubes.
Reversal situation now. Oh, Della looking for the YRC. A little bit of a connection moment into a throw. Oh no.
Yeah, a little chugging. Should have fit. Yep. Okay, we're good. We're
I think
good.
we're resolved now, yeah.
Strive Overhead. It should be enough to kill here. Yeah.
And the Strive Earth into round win for Della.
Yeah,
It's okay.
unfortunate.
Because it did end up in them getting thrown, but yeah, both the players opting to get the play cooled while the Strive Earth settled, and Della getting the round back, potentially getting a reverse sweep here.
Yeah, definitely unfortunate for, for Sinister with the Strive Earth, but what do you say? Very sportsmanlike to back off and let it reset while the connection issue sorted itself out.
Yes, that was kudos to both of our players for playing out like a distinguished nobles.
This will bring us to game 5.
Both players taking to the skies on round start. I think both reading each other just a little bit differently. We find ourselves.
Yeah. I think Della recognizing a lot more opportunities to poke through these cubes.
Yeah.
Doing a good job.
And I have to say, I am impressed by Della's ability to keep like a cool head and make these adjustments and turn the outcome around in their favor. It could be so easy, especially when when the cubes go flying, just to really get bogged down in mental stack by what's happening. But we're gonna have to see if we can make it happen one more time. Because once again, Remus is at set point.
Yeah, sitting on set point again, able to establish this zoning. And Della just having a hard time working around it, but there you go, run up 6P, will beat out the cubes.
That 6P
and get an
is doing
opportunity.
work. Oh,
Try
reading
for
the
throw
third-
loops.
They say third time's the charm.
Nice counter hit, good pickup.
Conversion. I believe we can kill off this with RTL.
Maybe mana saves us? No.
It does. Wow. Yeah. And a wonderful conversion from Della as well. So it's just set point now.
Yeah, final game, final round.
Both players about equal on resources. Della falling behind a bit of a health lead, but still getting a lot of use out of that Sin 6P, the Sin P.
Need to get some cards in her hands here. Going to spend the meter here to do so.
And we see exactly how Remus is going to play their hand. Opting to get Della to the corner. Good dust. Baiting the burst for a second, but not letting the combo drop, which shows a lot of discipline.
Here we go again. Another super here to get some more cards in her hands. She's going to sacrifice some health here to get the mana back.
Gotta take a little bit of a miracle to make this happen.
Oh, the burst
baiting the
bait.
burst, though. What a wonderful read in such a close, tense scenario. Oh,
Can you kill off this? Cannot. This does give Sinister another chance. BRC forward. is enough to do it just
Wow.
barely.
Wonderful playing. We got through so many layers in just that set alone. It went so quickly. That might have been my favorite set yet. Just losing on that last little like that BRC moment. I think Tella just looking for that moment to press and just getting clipped. But that's all it took with that much health in that moment. Wonderful
Yeah,
set and wonderfully played from both players.
yeah, very back and forth, very close sets to be played. Um, with that, we will take a quick 10-minute break here while we wait for the rest of the matches to finish out. And when we get back, very exciting, we will be seeing who is going to be in our grand finals. So don't go anywhere. We got another exciting set coming up in grand finals in just 10 minutes. So stick with us. We'll be right back.
I see the sparkle. I see the sparkle. Welcome to the infinite world. What's my end game? Their game zero. Send here, there is a silence everywhere. No peace either. Where there is no beginning and no end. Real life is like that. And yet the words that won't go was through my head. Do you see the radio light? Do you hear the beautiful chant? Do you feel the tender warmth? Nothing here. Pitch black, pure white, all the same. Endless, finite. Copy that. Consuming 10 billion and I'm listening. And they'll come to you without a second thought. I'm here, on the border of the circle. One after the other, over and over again, I watched a new pendulum. World I left that can't reach like that through the wall. But I can't find you with access to the back of my eyelids. Pitch black, pure white, all the same. Endless, finite. Copy that. Consuming 10 billion and I'm listening. And they'll come to you without a second thought. I'm here, on the border of the circle. Do you see the radiant light? Do you hear the beautiful chant? Do you feel a tender warmth? Nothing here but gold. You can see the radiant light. You can't feel the beautiful chant. You can't feel the tender warmth. If you can give someone something. freedom of a call, an infinite storm of nothingness. The sky above the clouds and rainbow, the fate has a deeper word. I gave up hope, but I'm not going to be lost tomorrow. Heaven, if this is hell, I'm gonna crawl. Slide tranquility, slide fate of mine. The car is not real, it's all in my mind. Same old, bring it on down level. Same old, bring it on down level. Find out, conflict, sanity and insanity. Blue heat, black hearts, instinct and intellect. I want the freedom of a call. I want the freedom of a call. The sky above the clouds and rainbow, the fate has a deeper word. I gave up hope, but I'm not going to be lost tomorrow. Heaven, if this is hell, I'm gonna crawl. The sky above the clouds, every mold of fate, I will give up. I'm gonna crawl. I want the freedom of a call. I want the freedom of a call. I want the freedom of a call. An infinite storm of nothingness. The sky above the clouds and rainbow, the fate has a deeper word. I gave up hope, but I'm not going to be lost tomorrow. Heaven, if this is hell, I'm gonna crawl. I want the freedom of call. I want the freedom of call. Hold vanish into dark. Fusion now and past, vanish into dark. Waiting all mixes up. Drowning in pain, I lost my mind. There's no good about in there. Drowning in gain, I lost my mind. There's no good about in there. Vanish into dark. It is hopelessness filled by the light. A piece of desire, a piece of dreams.
Alrighty, welcome back. We took a quick break. I ate a little food. I got a drink. We are still waiting on some matches to get reported, so we do not know who is going to be in grand finals quite yet. But those matches are being played as we speak, so I was waiting on those matches to finish up. In the meantime, I'm going to talk about one more time the employee-only performance review. So this is a bracket that is only going to be for people who have won the internship. This is going to be taking place next weekend, Saturday, at 2 p.m. EST. So if you're sitting in chat or you're thinking, well, I won an internship in the past, well, guess what? You're invited. Come play. Everybody does know about this, so hopefully we do get all 10 employees together again to fight each other, because that would be a lot of fun. But yeah, anyone who wins today will be qualified for the next one. Looking at doing these, I would say every 10 internships, we will have one of these like reunions. So very exciting stuff. Definitely come check that out next weekend. Also, tomorrow will be the signups for the internship. So if you also are looking at this and thinking, oh my god, this looks cool, I want to play in this, well, sign up tomorrow. They'll be out on the Discord.
So true.
So true.
And again, can only pick so many people. A lot of tender love and care, a lot of thought, a lot of consideration goes into making, each pairing the students with the mentors, making a bracket that will be fun for all of the, players involved.
Yes.
And, just, giving the, a lot. There are a lot of factors, so again, don't get discouraged if you don't get picked. And again, the resource is still available even if you don't. Just, feel free to DM one of the mentors or, even just get some practice in the matchmaking chats. People are always running rooms.
Yeah, exactly. I think this is a good time to kind of talk about a little bit of insight onto how I pick teams, since a lot of people seem to think I just play favorites or, pick the Eno team whenever they're available. That is unfortunately not the truth.
No nepotism.
Yeah. There's a lot of thought that goes into it. So basically, I take a list of everybody that signed up. I separate those lists, or that list, into two lists. So one mentor, one student. And then I go through every single person who signs up and I match them together, right? So if I have a Slayer mentor and a Slayer student, I put them together as a potential team. Let's say there's two Slayer students. Well, guess what? That's another potential team. So I make that also, a consideration on the list, right? So I go through this list of all the potential teams. I look at their rankings, how good they are in terms of points, right? With the new rank system makes that a lot easier. I compare that to the other students that could potentially be in the internship. I compare that to the mentors and the gap between the mentor and student, right? Because obviously I'm not going to pair you. Let's say you're a Platinum 3 Giovanna. I'm not going to pair you with a Diamond 1 Giovanna mentor. The skill is a bit too close, right? So it doesn't really work out. So there is a lot of consideration that goes into picking teams. Another thing I can consider is matchups. Is this all bad matchups for this character? Is this, good matchups for this character? Are these students evenly matched? Because that is the most important thing in picking teams. So there's a lot that goes into it. So yeah, like Boomy said, if you don't get picked, contrary to popular belief, it's not because I hate you. It's not because I'm playing favorites. It's because it probably just didn't work out right for this group, right? So that is the reason. Um, as a lot of people have asked, or wanted more insight into how that works. So there you go. There's a little sneak peek, secret behind how the internship teams are picked.
The internal workings of the team picking.
Yes, it is not random.
Yeah,
I do think about it.
and it's a lot of deliberating from a very qualified team of council of board members.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's another good point. It is my event, and I do kind of get like a final say on things, but I'm not a tyrant. I don't just get my will be done. I do ask quite a few of the ANC team of their thoughts and what they think, and there's a lot of thought that goes into it. So, um, huge shout out to everyone, Boomy included, on the ANC team, who without we wouldn't be able to do any of this. I can't do it by myself, unfortunately. I am not a one woman band. There's plenty of people in the background who help out all the time. So much love and thanks to everyone on the ANC team. You too, Boomy, of course.
Oh no, I'm just talking. Thank you. Mav is doing a lot of math. That's really appreciate that.
Matt's not doing any math. He's he's putting numbers in a thing that does the math for him.
Yeah,
Don't
that's math. That's math.
don't
That's
don't,
hard stuff.
don't glaze
Really, really.
him.
Okay, well, I'll glaze Tyga Emily then for making it to where that we are visible and audible.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, yeah. But huge thanks to all of you who make this possible, and thanks to everybody who signs up and shows interest in this. Like I said, this last internship for number 11, there was 70 people, 70. That is a lot of people. So the amount of interest is overwhelming and positive. So thank you everyone for signing up and continuing to support this little project that I kind of have going on.
That's true.
So
these internships, you gotta have one mentor and have all the students on the same character.
yeah, okay, yeah, that's evil. Um, so with that all being said, there is currently one match being played, which is the Chip team versus the LFL team. So with that being said, let's take a look at the scoreboard and see what we're looking like. Because there's one match left that is currently undergoing, and does it matter is the question.
Oh my goodness, Team Slayer.
Team Slayer has come out of nowhere.
Slaying it.
And actually crazy, because I just looked at the scores and I'm like, oh, Team Slayer still has a chance, right? Holy, okay. I'm like double checking that we didn't enter something wrong. We didn't. That is correct. Alrighty. Team Slayer playing it. Gonna confirm or guarantee their spot in grand finals.
Yep.
Team Elfelt is currently sitting in second place, and their match is currently one being played, so their points can only go up.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I don't think there's mathematically a way for that to change. Am I wrong? Wait, no, wait. I guess if Mint were to sweep 3-0, no, that still wouldn't be enough. You'd still be off by 1 point. So, I think that confirms it.
Oh, my stream exploded. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think that's gonna guarantee our two teams, which is gonna be Slayer Elfelt. Unless I'm very stupid and can't do math, I'm pretty sure there's not a way for the Chip team to come back from that, unfortunately.
Well, nonetheless, all of the students, all the mentors. Honestly, I think I've commentated 2 of these now, but I've watched several. These have been some of the most entertaining sets that I have watched throughout my entirety of watching the ANC. Um, Students and mentors all, like, it was too close to call. This is a close one. This one was really too close to call.
Yeah, this is. I said this to Boomy during the break. This is the closest internship points wise, and even skill wise, I think between everybody that we've ever had. Um, it is down to 1 point. Like there is a 1 point difference between Elfelt and Venom right now. Like I said, they're still playing the student side, but that's so close. That is so close. And like I said, if Mint can like really, really lock in and 3-0 Wadi, it would make it a 1 point difference between the chip team and the Elfelt team. So
Matt, I think Mav is making a correction to the score. I'm not sure, so I'm not sure if that changes anything. But
it's there is a correction being made, but I hate to tell you that it just made the Slayer team even better.
it made him slay even harder,
Yeah, it made them slay even harder.
even dandier now.
So we are just waiting for the Elfelt team to finish up their match, and then we will jump into grand finals. Very exciting stuff coming up very soon.
But yeah, I don't know. This has been fun. These have been some points aside. Again, learning, playing, improving, having fun. This is a lot of fun. And man, it has been a blast just watching these players. Particularly, I'm impressed by like everybody, right? But just like we've seen some crazy stuff from Della. We've seen some really impressive stuff from. I wasn't super familiar with again Rammus or as a player, the Asuka student, but they did some really crazy stuff like that I was not expecting. Same with Curly renounced Jailhouse, like just crazy stuff all around. Like I think I didn't know what to expect, but I was pleasantly surprised by the capabilities of like all these players. Mentor really had some good stuff. A mentor side that is, and it's just I've been really impressed with this one.
Oh, me too. I think the improvements shown on the student side of this bracket has been phenomenal. And like you said, events aside, right? We've run the event for fun. It is just a fun thing to do to get everybody wanting to learn. But at the end of the day, if you came out of this 2-week period and you feel like you are a better player than when you started, you won. That's the entire point of the event.
That's the W.
Exactly. That is the W. So I can't stress enough how important it is just to realize that, hey, I'm a better player than I was 2 weeks ago, and now you have a connection potentially with your mentor that you can go ask more questions, continue to learn and grow. It's only up. It's only up from here. So, with that being said, our matches have officially come to a close, and while the chip team has played their heart out, able to win these sets there at the end over the LFL team, unfortunately, it just wasn't enough points-wise to make up the difference. So that will be such a tight race between all these teams. Again, the Venom team, 1 point off of getting into grand finals, but unfortunately, Team Elfelt is going to be the team meeting Slayers in the grand finals.
Yeah, that's what happened to me in my internship. I lost, got reverse swept by Lexicon, and that was just enough by to lose by 1 point to stop to get into grand finals, and that's just what it boils down to sometimes. But everybody's got a lot to be proud of. If you improved, that's a win, and just showing up, you've got a lot to be proud of. Win or lose, and it's about the experience, about building that relationship with your mentor. Learning all those fun things. Just having like a unique experience. Like again, nobody else is. It's rather than where nobody else is really doing this, right now. So you make the most of it while you're doing it, and while you're still in beginners. Improving, learning, taking the opportunity to enjoy the Guilty Gear competitive, or the beginner like competitive scene, because it just it won't be around, you won't be able to partake in it forever. You know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah. It's a great community that we have in the beginner scene, and there's so much support for you as a player in my community and others, right? So definitely enjoy the time while you're here. We will be heading into our grand finals match. It is going to be a little bit different than we usually do it. Normally we would do it with points. However, wait, oh, two ties for third. Interesting. We'll do that after. Um, we can play out the tied matchup. But for the grand finals match, no points. It is going to be purely on wins. So if the mentors win and their student wins, then their team wins.
Okay. What is this thing?
However, if not, I think we might have a controller disconnection.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're just waiting to see. I think there might be a slight issue here. We'll just call it a button check and be done with it.
Oh, so true. The dandy stare. And Alfeld's just blank little, just her whimsy, just the blank stare, head empty, no thoughts.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. It might be a controller issue. Unfortunately for Niwabu. We'll have to see.
Oh.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so we're just gonna set this. It's fine. Also, update. There is a tie for third place. Apparently now that the matches have finished up. So we will... I believe we'll have to play that out afterwards. Who tied?
I don't know.
Who tied? There's not a tie. Who's saying there's a tie? Lily, go look at that again. It's not a tie for third. Yeah, so this grand finals is not points based. It's going to be win loss, right? So let's say Rebecca wins and then Groovy loses. That's a win and a loss. There'd have to be a tiebreaker. However, if Mancer and Student win, then that's it. That's over.
Oh, so once again, we're seeing Niwabu. The Nawadi senior thing is throwing me off. I'm glad they're continuing this bit. I hope this is a trend. But once again, just going back into their Rekka offense. Slayer again, not with the best tool, not a character known for all of his defensive options. Go to tech throw. Not gonna quite work out Rebecca's favor.
Yeah, it's going to be first round here to Niwabu. We're going to get back thrown though.
Okay. Good defense from Niwabu and a good PRC nonetheless. Turning that around, and now Rebecca's going to find herself in the corner. Oh, maybe not quite.
Nope.
Just Niwabu bouncing around all over the screen.
It's just going to be Alfeld mix. LRC is going to get blocked as well. It's going to be game number 1 to Niwabu.
And a good YRC bait, too. And I've been excited to see this one because, again, both Student and Mancer side, both these characters have just been both on both sides, Elfalt and Slayer's side, really aggressive, really prominent, really like dominant showings. Just like players who are just really ready to scrap. So yeah, I'm going to say it before, say it again, but I'm interested to see the adaptations that are going to be made, especially as we're going into our grand finals to decide who's going to be the employee of the month. Manthrow from Slayer going through, but the Bloodsucking Universe isn't dependent out of. Rebecca, undeterred, is going to continue her onslaught. Wabu's 6P just falling short. And gonna have to play very carefully here as we're one last interaction away from Elfeld exploding. Wonderful defense nonetheless, though. And the Wabu's gonna take back their turn. And Slayer's gonna listen to a little bit of her mixtape.
Yeah, gonna get put into the pressure though. Through the wall we go. Not gonna use the super here. Has a 100-meter here to use after the wall break. And we're just gonna use this one JP 100 times.
Couldn't see the bats, but I think Nawabu caught the hand of Doom there. A good IB, a great punish, which is going to make Elfeld Valentine's health bar vanish. Still working with burst and around advance. We'll see how Nawabu opts to play this one. Oh, and a good throw. Not sure if they're going for the tech there or just Rebecca would just ruin the situation. Okay.
Oh my god,
Might
last
be a little bit of overkill. But showing nonetheless. I don't know, do you think she lives? She might live this, who knows, right?
Yeah, does it kill? Oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah. Close.
Yeah, almost.
Almost lived.
Jump over gunshot, so dastardly. Into the Rekka sequence, gonna get caught low.
And again, Nawabu is being very tricky. Getting another burst bait, leaving gaps in their offense to A, make their Rekka unpredictable, and also get those moments where they can get those YRC and burst baits. Rebecca interaction away from dying. Nawabu is just going to burst so they can secure the round with a Rekka.
Yeah, that's gonna be another game here for Nawabu, looking to secure the win on the mentor side. Which will, like I said, if the Elfeld mentor wins, then if the student Elfeld wins, that is it. It is over. However, in the event that Nawabu wins, and then the Slayer student wins, we would have to play a tiebreaker, which would be determined by the students. We'll get there if it happens.
Yeah, that one suits me. So, good defensive 6P. Rebecca opting first to get Nawabu into the corner. Run some of that dandy pressure. Gonna with the one-sucking universe there.
And I got Bomb Vest on. You gotta guess what is the post-wall break mix gonna be. It's gonna be a grenade. YRC gets blocked.
And Rebecca ready for the cross-up, wanting to YRC in the corner, so ready to turn into a situation around Nawabu. Ready for it.
Here we go. Gonna go for the bomb. Expecting Rekka. Here, see Rekka start up. And this defense from Rebecca so far, such a good job defending everything, getting the back throw into the bite.
Always marveling at Nawabu's pressure, but also Rebecca's defense.
Oh,
and a
jump
wonderful air
throw.
throw. Stop the jump out there.
Yeah, unfortunately, the universal hit is gonna wear off. And now you got Bomb Vest again.
We're gonna be forced to make this guess again. Are we gonna guess right? Just Nawabu just so on it when it comes to these again these bursts and these YRCs. Don't let Elfeld's airheaded nature get fool you. She can get into your head.
Yeah, that's gonna be it here for Nawabu, securing that mentor side victory. Setting up the Elfeld victory here if Wadi can pull it out over Ruby.
So, again, I think we once again see is just and I know both these players, right? Wadi, absolutely feral. Ruby, really dialed in on their offense. Somebody who's not, maybe the epitome of I didn't pay $40 to block, right? They're here to do bunker loops. They're here to do master hammer. They are here just to counter hit you and make your health bar vanish in the blink of an eye. So I think we're gonna see, if I had to guess, a pretty bloody student side given the opportunity, but I'm not sure. Interested to see who it might go in favor of.
Yeah, this is gonna be tense. This is tense grand finals. Also, just to update everybody, um, the mathematicians behind the scene have broken out their abacus, have made sure that the scores are correct, and there is no tie for third. I didn't think there was, but I think somebody got a little mixed up there. So unfortunately, there will be no third place tiebreaker to be done. Um, the chip team was able to squeak it out here and take that third place over Team Venom. So they will be guaranteed that third spot. And right now, we're fighting for first.
Yeah, really crazy scores. A lot of close games today.
Oh,
Usually we don't
yes.
have that
So
many people
many.
scoring in the 30s. So students put in the work, show that they came out to play.
So we're just waiting now for Ruby. Maybe taking a minute, collect themselves. This is for all the marvels. Like I said, if Ruby manages to win this set, it will be considered a tiebreaker situation, right? Because their student would have won, and Elf Mentor won, and they'd have to play again, right? Which means if you beat it once, you gotta beat it twice. So Ruby definitely has their work cut out for them.
And so we're going into it again. If I had to guess, the moment the gates are open, these players are just gonna come out swinging. Like, if I that is my prediction going into this round. I feel like we're gonna see a big counter hit within the first 5 seconds.
Oh, 100%. Absolutely.
Oh, and actually, opting to take and I'm wrong. They opt to take a little more safer, but the burst is gonna come out pretty soon. Both of them coming out within the first 10 seconds, no less. No players, not if they want to give up any ground.
Yeah, that close slash from Slayer doing so much damage. Are seeing that's gonna stick to the wall and gonna be more than enough to kill.
Yeah, and wow, that was maybe 15-second round or so. Good defensive 6P from Ruby, or sorry, from Wadi.
Needs to be counter hit here for Ruby. Got the conversion. Have my loop
from Ruby here. Ooh, wow, that is a
Oh my
lot
God,
of red on that health
Ruby.
bar.
Ruby, stop.
And Wadi gonna need a second to gather themselves, but it won't be enough.
Yeah, that's gonna be one game down.
Wow, yeah. So on the student side, again, it's different. Looking pretty decisively Slayer right now. But again, just going to have to see what adjustments Wadi's going to make in order to get their offense going. And again, Elfelt, not a terribly tanky character. Only takes a couple losing interactions against Slayer in order for Elfelt, to lose a round. But both these characters very volatile, very able to convert into make some pretty violent conversions.
Yeah, nice jump out here. Yeah, jump in that Master's Hammer. Definitely the right play. Gonna get caught this time though. And there's the burst. Body dog, and the pressure started. Rekka's gonna work out, and the cross up bomb.
Tables have turned, evening out that health in Wadi's favor. Ruby on the back foot a little bit, having a hard time defending against this. And yeah, that's gonna take the round.
Yeah, Wadi, such a good job at looping LFL pressure, able to keep Ruby kind of locked down. And Slayer, not a character known for his defensive options.
Yeah. And Wadi just showing they can kind of flip that switch. Gonna lose out on the bomb vest to the burst there, but that's all right because we're looking at Ruby's health here. It's really low, but and a little bit of a drop. And just
Another
like
pile
that,
snakes. Oh my God. Okay, does this actually kill?
we'll have to see. This is up for. We'll have to see.
Boomiey, I want an answer.
Oh.
It does. It does.
Yeah, and in the blink of an eye, that health lead vanished. And all of a sudden, it's not very clear who's going to take this match.
It's pretty much whoever keeps their foot on the gas and just keeps running offense at this point we
Yeah.
see Ruby currently no brakes, all gas. Gonna get the first beat. This should be enough to
Oh,
kill. Nope, never mind.
and Wadi
Never
going for the
mind.
burst bait themselves gets burst baited. Gonna get that 6P. Elfelt, a very good character for converting off those counter hit 6Ps, as we can see. And we're gonna find ourselves across the screen. Ruby not having
RC
it.
situation. Any hit could do it. Oh my god, just going right past each other. And the low will take it here for Ruby in such a close set.
Wow. That last interaction in particular was really a really close, a tense scenario. So I guess if it continues in this vein, we might actually be looking at that tiebreaker that you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, so the way it is basically now, if you can think about it like this, like Ruby's coming in from loser side, right? Is basically what's happening.
Huh.
Because of the mentor match. But as we're seeing, not scared.
Ooh,
What a favorable trade that was.
wow. And Ruby is not holding back at all.
No, Ruby wants this. You can tell Ruby wants this Slayer employee badge so badly.
Yeah. And that does look like wall splat. And it's almost heartbreaking to see how much damage Elfelt loses in these scenarios. Not able to jump out of his Master's Hammer.
Oh my god, it's over. It's already over. Ruby, basically with a bracket reset here, gonna pull it into another set between these two.
So luckily the Mancer side was able to buy Wadi a little bit of time to get the download, hopefully make that adjustment going. And so, and correct me if I'm wrong, this is another first to 3.
Yes, this is another
Okay.
first to 3.
But yeah, that first one, very decidedly Ruby favored. Just an absolute bulldozer when it comes to Slayer. And again, Ruby, very aggressive player, fought them before. Definitely done some Slayer things to me on stream, no less, in the past. But even this is a different beast altogether. I could see that Petra Dunamancer, you have taught your student well.
Yeah, Petra definitely instilled the Slayer essence into their student, as has Nuabu into the Elfelt. Body definitely not out of this yet.
On goes the bomb best. And again, see yourselves in this very familiar scenario. Where are we guessing? Oh,
Yeah, unfortunately
Oh,
that
wow.
YRC didn't work out.
I thought we were going to see bomb best and a bomb best for a second there.
Imagine she could do that. Oh, very committal Brown start gonna get punished here.
Wadi, again, showing those kind of signs of life. Make those adjustments and be a little more patient in order to find that one hit, make their offensive work. And we're seeing some good defense too.
Yeah, looking for a burst there, not gonna bite though. Ruby may have some loops.
And again, what it takes, Elfelt 12 seconds to do it, or maybe even 20 seconds to do it damage. Slayer can do the same thing in 5.
Yeah, exactly. This health lead has been evaporated. YRC to get off me, but the 2H gonna get the burst out of Wadi, who really wants this round, but that close slash has something else to say about it.
Ruby, really good discipline, holding, even being round down, holding onto that burst, and is actually their gambit's going to pay off. They played so confidently in this round. Wadi's fresh out of burst.
Here comes the Rekka sequence though, not gonna block out the full thing.
And even maybe a bit afraid of being burst baited themselves. Ruby is going to hit this Bloodsuck Universe.
Spend the burst, keep the corner, didn't want to give up on the pressure, but 6P has other things to say about that as Wadi continues the pressure here, jumps the BRC into a Rekka sequence, gonna get 6P'd, and now Ruby take him back to the corner.
Neither one of these players even want to give an inch because they know they're going to take a mile if they try. And Wadi turning it around and showing that they know how to beat this, how to deal with this Slayer onslaught and compete with some overwhelming offense of their own.
Yeah, that's gonna be game number 1 there of that reset basically for Wadi.
Yeah, and it can be discouraging, right? to like to see that health bar blink away, just like that. But Wadi not letting undeterred, letting yeah, just not letting that decide the tone for this match, and getting that down low, turning this around.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of going right underneath the grenade. Not this time. Getting put back into the corner here. Wadi has the setup, but the meaty was a little too soon. Doesn't matter though. The BRC trade war doesn't work out.
Yeah, band for band on the PRCs. Still going to end up in Wadi's favor here. Master Hammer across the screen.
Fire staying out of the crossing.
And these defensive 6Ps are working against Ruby's pressure, seeming as a good answer for a lot of what Ruby's doing. So let's see if that adjustment he made, if we can go down that one extra layer.
And Wadi seems to have the Slayer download right now. Van Helsing patch has been applied.
And listen to the mixtape real fast. Working at Cold Burst out of the corner here. Master Hammer will get true this time.
Never counts Ruby out. Oh my god, the reset into reset, and the RC is gonna secure it. And you just died so fast.
It almost doesn't feel like a reset because he's still taking the opportunity to cross you up. And I feel like this is something I haven't seen out of Ruby before. Again, this offense is really impressive.
96P on the Rekka sequence startup. Definitely a good L-Felt counterplay there, but another 6P coming the way of Wadi. Into Bomb Vest we go. YRC's out of it, but too soon.
Yeah, you just gotta time it properly because that could very quickly, as you see, become disadvantageous. Again,
First YRC. And another hit will do it. Wadi now up 2-0 in this reset. And I'm at a loss. Like, Wadi just has figured it out. She seems to have figured out the Slayer matchup.
Yeah, Ruby, I think, sees the 6Ps happening, might not know the answer, feeling like a little rigid on offense, seeing, so maybe we can see if we can bait this out, do something with it, a low profile, or outspace one of these moves. I don't know what we can do here, but this, the tide is turning, and rather violently at that, so potentially a tournament point for Wadi here.
Yeah, this could be the end, but Ruby, like we said before, is playing Slayer, and this character can just delete you from existence if you're not careful.
But Ruby themselves undeterred, putting some offense of their own, but he's going to get stuck with another Bomb Vest.
Another Bomb Vest has been applied, this time waiting it out. Good job using the YRC after the explosion, but again, YRC trade war.
Great patience this time. Still going to find yourself in that corner. So the sort of self-fulfilling L-Felt confirms. Oh, that 6P isn't going to hit this time.
Yeah, Master Hammer cleared over the 6P, going under it this time, but there's a big hit, and this should be enough to stick. No, we're going to cross it back to the other side.
It's played very quick to use YRC. I think honestly, both of each other's heads, both feeling very nervous. And a close slash is going to just step that last one out. We will...
Yeah. Wadi had the right idea, unfortunately, though. Didn't quite work out, and now getting the bites. Looking for the hits. There's the universe. No burst. No, the drop.
Let's see the universe in the puppets. Or Wadi's probably thinking that this burst can't come soon enough.
Nice blocks from Ruby. Will block out the backup, but not this time. Gonna get RC'd. Pushing it all the way to the corner.
Again, tables have been turned around up, but Ruby seemingly want to close this out. Might have been a bit of a short-sighted decision. This is going to allow Wadi to round.
We are now sitting on potential tournament point here for Wadi. It's going to get the burst.
Felt that gunshot.
Next jab's out.
Wadi just not wanting Ruby to get anywhere close to them.
Oh my god, the alpha pressure, it just doesn't stop. But that 2H gonna switch around through the wall we go, and now Ruby has a really good opportunity to stay alive here. Master Hammer should be enough. No, not quite, but the close slash will keep Ruby from the brink of death. Going at 2-1.
Ruby on the ropes a second, bounces back, and comes out swinging. I know Petra and Rebecca are rooting on Ruby for that quite that bounce back right there. Um, but I know Nwabu also asking their child to lock in.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but here we go. Gonna get another game here. I know Body definitely has it in them to win this, and so does Ruby. It's just who can play a little bit cleaner, who can get the right hits when they matter. Off to a good start. And the burst bait for Ruby is going to be a really good start.
Yeah, and both these players really inclined to burst bait. I feel like at this point in the tournament, you're really getting a feel for what your opponent does, and Ruby's showing that they know how to follow up on that.
And that was almost 20-second rounds. Oh my god, the
blocks,
very...
but you can't block the Bloodsucking Universe.
Oh my god, getting out with the bomb? What an option. Somehow works out, so now Wadi has a chance. Gonna loop this Elfelt pressure into the bomb vest, and now you gotta guess. Not gonna guess right.
I can't tell if that was a stroke of luck or a stroke of genius on Wadi's part. That was amazing, and it actually changed the tempo of the round to be in their favor.
And the BRC! Final game. Final rounds? Wait, no. Ruby's only one. Oh my god. Okay, so
Yeah.
tournament point again for Wadi.
Burst is going to come out early. Ruby very inclined to get wide into his corner here. He's going to jump back, defensive, get a counter hit, and confirm it all the way across the screen.
Into the wall break we go. And this is looking really good here for Wadi, who could win it, but it's this Slayer we're talking about.
Both players PRCing, maybe trying to bait something out, get somebody to make a panicky decision. Ruby playing very anxiously, getting another Bloodsucking Universe. Is Wadi going to try to hop out this time?
Be looking for this hit, though. This is massive. Can we make the full conversion? Not quite, but it's still a lot of damage, and enough to take it to another game.
What a crazy set. And I knew this was going to be feral, but it was more feral than I ever could imagine. This has gone really back and forth. This has been an emotional roller coaster of a set, student, and mentor side.
Yeah, this has been insane. Insanely close. We are going to go to a final game for all the marbles. Who can clean it out at the end of the day? Who can lock in? Who can get those hits when they matter? This is all there is left.
Yeah, the Elfelts praying for Wadi here. But I know the Slayers, Petra and Rebecca watching their student with bated breath. All he was up
Elfelt Nation on the edge of their seats. Slayer Nation also waiting with bated breath.
The Dandy's not really showing it, but they might be panicking a little,
I might be panicking a little bit. Into Bomb Vest we go.
Slayer gets trapped in his Bomb Vest once again.
No, you're too soon. You're too soon on it again with the YRC.
That's gonna catch
And that's
right
going to
there.
be it. One more for Wadi. Yet again on tournament point, but we've said that 3 times now.
Yeah, Ruby once again just kind of stepping back for the round start. Only get like a big punish, and it's really gonna show.
Oh my god, where are we? Which way are we going?
Getting a lot of use
And it bites!
out of the Master's Hammers and these Bloodsucking Universes. Absolute Slayer round.
My hands are up in the air. Absolute
Yeah.
cinema. Final game. Final rounds. No more after this.
Oh, the heart is pumping. Ooh, it's gonna go through. Another Master's
Wadi
Hammer
needs
comes
to get out of this corner. Nice jump.
through. The Bloodsucking
I don't know how
Universe
you
really-
predicted that. YRC
players
has
been-
made it.
They're going at it for a while. They're in a zone we can't even comprehend at this point. Oh, Wadi, the lightning
Alright.
flashing in their eyes. Both players, similar resources, both got burst.
Those slides right under the grenade. One more grenade should do it. No, but the burst is on point. BRC for the jump and the low enough to do the damage. It is. And Wadi is gonna be able to just barely seal it away, put the vampire back into the coffin as Elfelt Nation is your victor
Yeah.
of internship number 11.
And again, second time we've seen the Elfelts, make it to the grand finals here. Niwabu and who was it? It was Alexi not able to beat out Goose and Dizzy Angel Boy last time, but able to bring in the win this time. Really impressive stuff. Yeah, wow, that was sometimes we see it. It's just like a 3-0, and one way or the other for the grand finals. But this entire bracket has been I've been on the edge of my seat the entire way through. This has probably been the most fun that I've had to watch. Most fun I've had watching these sets and commentating. Are we gonna get a post set interview?
Yes, we are. I'm asking about that at the moment. What are grand finals? I'm stunned shocked. Like I don't even know what to say. One of the closest I think we've ever had that was down to the wire. Wadi says I'm getting deeper. My throat hurts. All right, so I'm gonna drag Niwabo in here real quick. We'll be able to talk to Niwabo about some stuff while we wait for Wadi. All right, there they are, Niwabu, Elfelt themselves, at least Elfelt's #1 enjoyer.
Hello?
How
Hello?
you feeling?
Pretty good. That was awesome to watch.
Yeah, it was. I agree. I gotta ask, you've seen some success. You got, you and your students have made it really far in these internships. I gotta ask, what are you focusing on? What are you teaching these Elfelts to where they're able to pull off such crazy stuff?
Well, I think the biggest thing that new Elfelts need to work on the most is always just keeping their offense going, because that's kind of Elfelt's main strength. It's how she wins games. And so I worked a ton with Wadi on just being able to keep your offense, keep your Oki, doing different things on it so it's not the same thing. And I think that was kind of the key to winning that last set. I noticed especially like when he started getting that Oki down was when he really started taking rounds better. And so that's kind of what I think the biggest, most important thing is just being able to consistently keep your turn. And also consistency is a big thing too, like not slipping up, because if you slip up, you lose your turn. That's kind of like a big way to win or lose a round is just based off like how long can you keep your turn going,
Yeah. Chloe, what did you want to ask?
Yeah, I mean, again, we see you molding these little monsters into killing machines.
I have a little army. Yeah.
Yeah, it is building the
I
Elfelt
love
army.
ball.
I guess my main question is, what do you think Wadi has improved in most over the 2 weeks?
I think definitively his offense has improved a ton. When I first started working with him, his main like method of mixing the opponent up was very standard 1 or 2 LFL strings, and I think since then he just does so much different things on offense now that like when I was fighting him at the very beginning and to the very end, and there were times where he would do things that would just completely catch me off guard because his ability to like switch up his offense, keep it guessing, like that's improved so much, and I think that's why he has been able to do like so much better in general since he started. Yeah.
Definitely shows. Let's see.
Yeah, 100% it shows. Like I said, Elfelt, a lot of people I think were down on her this patch, at least from like a higher skill ceiling kind of perspective. But clearly, we're seeing Elfelts do very well in these like beginner bracket like events and situations. So what do you think, Niwabu, is there potential, untapped potential for Elfelts, or are people
Yeah,
sleeping on this character?
I think a little bit, yeah. I think one of the issues that she struggles with is there being a lot of things that she can do to interact with. But I think another benefit to the character, and the benefit to every character really, is that if you know how to overcome them, you can interact with it as well. And even though that might be like a struggle for some more than others, there's always something that you can do to deal with those kind of things. I think FPRC JK is the most common example. I glaze that so much because it beats a lot of the things that people can do to interact with Elfelt that really just catches people off guard. So if you're fighting someone and they know how to deal with Elfelt, but they don't really like fully understand everything and you do have FPC JK, it's going to beat all that layer 1 counterplay and get you really far. So yeah, I think that the character does have some issues and stuff, but I think there's nothing that can't be dealt with if you also know really how to interact with it on your own part as well. So
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I think
We did get Wadi in here. Hi, Wadi.
Hi.
Hi,
What's
how you
up?
feeling?
I just got some tea. My throat hurts a lot, but
Yeah.
yeah,
So
I'm doing good.
for a second, it looked like that set was like slipping away for you. What did if I can ask, what adjustment did you make? What did you do to dial in there? Was it maybe were you getting any
Uh,
coaching from the sidelines or anything? Any advice, or was just did you just lock in?
I just I was getting coaching from the sidelines, but it was stuff that I had already practiced. I just wasn't putting it into practice there.
Yeah.
And when I noticed a pattern, it just clicked in my head, and I started locking in. I realized that I really don't learn that fast, but I'm very proud of how much I've learned this week and how much Niwabu taught me.
Yeah, you should be. Yeah, and it really shows. I gotta say, I was really you said it, but I was really impressed by your ability to turn that momentum around again and get, especially against a character like Slayer, who can it can be a little discouraging when they get their game plan moving. Ruby was not giving you a break there for a second, but Chloe, did you want to ask anything to our our Alfeld student?
Yeah. I mean, we asked Nuabu like what Nuabu felt that you improved on the most over the 2 weeks. But what do you think, Wadi? Like, how do you feel after the 2 weeks of training? Is there something you can point at and be like, oh yeah, I'm way better at this now than I used to be?
my job is on the line.
Definitely, definitely meter management. I sort of got every combo I did. I earned it with like a red Roman cancel, and wasted 50 meter for like 0 damage. And now I am not wasting that much meter for damage. I still make a lot of silly mistakes, but you know, someday I'll get over those.
Yeah, I mean that's part of the growing process, right? Just recognizing mistakes you make and adjusting and fixing those as you continue to learn.
Can I ask what prompted the Nowadi, the names, the R code change going into this? What you guys were thinking, what you were
Oh,
cooking?
they synergized too well. We had a nice
Yes.
transition, so it was like, gotta.
It did synergize well. It threw me off a couple of times where I was calling you
Yeah.
Wadi a couple
Someone,
of times.
I saw someone was like, "Oh, I'm fighting the wrong person." Oh wait, we're good. I was like, "Oh, sorry."
Yeah, it was just incredible. Like really well played from both of you all day today. Obviously went to down to a very tense finale between yourself and Ruby, who also showed phenomenal improvement throughout this whole bracket. Was there somebody or a character in particular you were really, really worried about? Either of you, Nuabu or Wadi?
I know Nawabu was worried about Chip. I'm pretty sure. Was it Chip? I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
it was Chip.
Chip and probably Chip and Sin. Chip and Sin.
Yeah, I was most worried about Venom, Asuka. I was that Chip was up there as well, but I think I did pretty well. That's actually another thing that I really improved on, my ability to fight against zoners. I honestly
Mhm.
still don't have the patience to fight zoners, but it's getting there.
Yeah. Yeah, and I saw, as you're facing currently renounced Jailhouse, when the pool balls were flying, I noticed a little bit of struggling towards the beginning, but it seemed like you were dialing in, playing more patiently, getting a little better with your defense as you're able to close in and do more of your, commit to more of your offense, as Nuabu was mentioning, just, your win con there, just being able to run your offense on people. So I thought that was really remarkable.
Yeah, I think that is the win con. Me, if I get in there, I'm kind of like a train with no brakes, and I can just keep the momentum. And against zoners, the second I get in, I will have that momentum, and I get very happy because I don't have to fight against a zoner after I lose or win.
Yeah, no, exactly. Well said. Again, congrats, Wadi, for the victory and Niwabu, right? It was a team effort, as always. We're gonna go ahead and start wrapping up here. It's been a long day. So I'll start with Niwabu. Anything you'd like to say before we head out?
Nothing in particular. I think Wadi did an incredible job. Super proud of everything that he learned. It's pretty crazy how if you look at VODs, you can tell the difference. It's insane. Anybody considering picking up Elfelt, let me know. I do everything I can to get people on this character. And yeah, I love Elfelt, so that's all.
That's very true. You are the #1 Elfelt fan, as far as I'm
Mhm.
concerned. Wadi, anything you'd like to say before we head out today?
Um, not much. It was great training May with Niwabu. Honestly, it was some of the most fun
Whoa.
time I had. And, we were Maying it pretty consistently these last 2 weeks.
Yeah, somehow I doubt that. But yeah, congrats again to you two. Thank you again, Corey, for being here. Boomiey,
Of course.
helping me do commentary. Anything you'd like to say, Boomiey, before we head out?
No, just had fun commentating. Thank you everybody for being here, making this happen. Thanks for everybody showing up, playing their hearts out. And again, no bias, but some bias. This was probably the most fun I've had watching and commentating ANC. There was some really, really, really crazy sets today.
Oh yeah, 100%. This is up there with probably some of the best matches I've seen in this event. So yeah, again, thank you everybody for coming out and playing. Again, we will have the internship, or not the internship. Yeah, internship signups will be out tomorrow, and then next weekend on Saturday will be the performance review, which is all the past winners. Wadi won't be in this one, but you will be in the next one that comes up in another 10. So look forward to that. And yeah, thank you everyone for being here. Thank you everyone again for spending 2 weeks in training, and I know it's a lot of time, but it was great. So thank you all. That is it for us here today at ANC. So we will see you again next weekend. Take care. Have a good day. Keep playing Elfelt, I guess.
Yeah.
There you
Yes,
go.
we need more
I'll
Elfelt
I'll
players.
Venmo you the $10 later. Thank you.
Yeah, I expect my payment promptly.
Unpaid internship.
Yeah, that's it. See you guys. See you next
Thank
week.
you for hosting.
Yep.
Thank you.
Bye.